still not going live. It says I'm live. Let me see how many people show up. This is Mike Mozart. Remember me, the toy reviewer of Jeepers Media and the Toy Channel? I still have 30,000 live subscribers here, and I'm sure that a few of them will show up. I'm still live, and oh, somebody showed up. A viewer did show up. And I'm going to be doing live painting on this channel. Oh, look at this Toxic Mushroom. Hi, Toxic Mushroom. You're my first live viewer on Mike Mozart. And I'm sure there are going to be a lot more. Hi, Emil Lindhard. Good to meet you. Good to see you here. Hi, Danny the Palace Pet. Hi, Mario SL. Hi, Ryan. Hey. Well, this is Mike Mozart of the Toy Channel and Jeepers Media on YouTube. Hi, George Whittlesbach. Lorraine McLaurin Hoopy. Sorry, it's hard to see. Hi, Michael Espino. Love you. Thank you so much. Hi, Kuba. I'm going to be broadcasting live painting and drawing on Mike Mozart on YouTube. And I'm going to be, you saw the videos on YouTube on the Toy Channel. Yeah, I know. Well, I know that my die-hard fans would be following me here on Mike Mozart. So here, oh yeah, I let the beard grow. I like the beard. It grows real long. Actually, I cut it off. I cut off about this much. I cut off this much of it like a week and a half ago. It gets pretty shaggy. I'm going to be doing toy reviews. It's not going to be this time. This is my first time on Mike Mozart because I'm Mike Mozart on Instagram. You follow me on Instagram, you'll find out everything that I've been up to these past few years. And I've been up to a lot. Are you guys trying to watch me on Mike Mozart? Yes. Yeah, so I'm looking at the comments right now. Usually I'll have directors here saying the comments. Hi, I'm trying to look at this. Hi, Mythnock the Wolf Bat. Hi, Kuba. The live streams, I'm going to be painting this painting live. Here. I'm probably going to try to set up another stream. Are you guys seeing my stream okay? Is it lagging? Does it look good? Do I look handsome? Tell me. Comment. Hey, Frostair. The text is a little small in the comments. I wish I could crank it up a little bigger. Oh, thank you for enjoying my failed toys. I'll be doing more. I'll be doing more of those. As I'm coming back. Oh, very lush. Yeah, I cut it way back though, and my mustache gets really long too. But it's trimmed back at the moment. I don't want to shock you guys. Hi, Jimmy McGill. Hi, Emil again. Hi, Mario SL. The quality's a bit low. I'm really sorry. Hi, Tabby C. It's so good to see you here. I'm going to be doing this painting. I used to do paintings live where I would take existing paintings and add to them. Remember that? No, now I have some visitors here at the office. Remember how I kept saying, Mike, Scringy, of course, won't listen or do anything. Remember I kept trying to say, move the lighting down? Remember me saying, move it down, have it down? Mm-hmm. I need a lamp like right here on my face because my face is so dark. You see if you can try to bring that down. Bring it down before you move it, though. And since we don't have a camera on the tripod, angle it down towards me. You'll have to reverse it. Turn the whole tripod around, too. I'm trying to get some more lighting on my face so I look wonderful. Rachel F19. I thought you were Rachel F5. Is it because you're getting older? Did that as an expensive painting. Yeah, I did it to another expensive painting too just recently. You'll discover. And I'm going to do it to another expensive painting right now. Hi, Isa V. I'm so glad that you are enjoying this and have noticed it. I'm up to 30 live viewers. Hi, guys out there. Sorry the stream's a bit low. My internet's a little on the iffy side tonight. You have on different sites. That's wonderful. So I remember a video on YouTube where you made fun of Scringy and said he was an ass clown. Yes, that's Scringy. Scringy is the ass clown. Hi, Constantine. Hi, Codbug. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm going to be painting live. You're going to actually watch me put paint on a canvas here live. It's going to be very interesting. Now, what it is I do these paintings, a lot of paintings, and you'll find out about them on Instagram. For God's sakes, follow me on Instagram, Mike Mozart, and you'll know what I've been up to these past few years. I'm going to be needing your help there on Instagram, too. Oh, it's been a rough year for you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your kitty cat, Rachel. My doggy Spunky is getting a little old too. The new hat. This is just temporary to let people know I'm on Instagram. Hi, Mr. Springer. Hello. I'm going to put this camera in. Oh, thank you for following me on Instagram. I really appreciate that. By the way, do you see this backwards? Is the hat backwards to you? Are you seeing the words backwards, or is it forwards? Yes, I'm getting the new Mario game, of course. Does that mean that you can read it? Is this readable for you guys out there? Say it's forwards, it's good? Okay. Wonderful, because they're backwards for me in my viewfinder. I actually have these hats made forwards and backwards because on Periscope, they're backwards. On Instagram, they're backwards. Some sites, remember we used to do streaming all the time. Sometimes they're backwards, sometimes they're forwards. Also, real beard, too. Some people say, is that real? That's real, see? Have fun. Now, there's something, I'm going to start painting here now in a second, guys. We're up to 36 live viewers. Remember my estimates? We'll be up to about 50. And if I start broadcasting every single day, it goes up a lot. And getting the new Mario game, has all games, buy two, get one free. Oh my God. I have to go to Target. There's supposed to be an extra game level or something in the one from Target too. Some rumor I've heard. And there is a skeleton in that room. Would you bring that out and try sticking it here in something? There's that, yeah, has an orange jacket on. Scringy is scared without a costume. He's always scary. He's still around working for me, can you believe it? My beard doesn't look too groomed tonight. It really shows, a lot of people say, the lighting makes my beard look funny. I always have these dark, see how I have these dark stripes? It really shows up under extreme lighting.
This?
No, but bring that in and show it anyway. I said it had an orange jacket on.
Sorry.
This is a big sculpture I'm working on. Look at the sculpture, guys. I'm a sculptor too. What do you think of this big sculpture? Look at the guy next to it. Turn it sideways so you can see it better. It's all made in, it's actually created and sculpted out of Bondo. And it still needs some work. That's why you see some of that reddish pink Bondo up near his snout there. Because I'm doing a lot of skeleton things right now. Keep telling me if the bandwidth is up good. There's a lot more coming. What's happened to putting up more videos? It's happening. I've been doing everything I can to get back to this. So you don't see a big toy skeleton laying there with a hat on taped to its head and an orange jacket like on top of it. I've got to go in the other room. There's this giant full-size skeleton laying across a chair in there and nobody can see it. Hold on. That's it, yeah. He should be out here for Halloween. As a matter of fact, that orange chair, give him to me. I'll send him over here right now. Go get that chair. There's another chair here with a wooden seat in the metal. Where's Christian? No, Christian. There's a metal chair here with a wooden seat. Not in that room. It's probably in the front room. It's hard to miss it. It's got wooden slats on the back. Here's some spooky stuff. Wait a second. Oh. Here's my assistant. His name is Lou. Say hi, Lou. Oops, isn't it? Say hi, Lou. Well, I can't make his mouth move. I thought it'd be real easy to make his mouth move. It isn't. It's kind of stiff there. For all my longtime fans, this is the skeleton that I used to carry around in public to like shows and things. And this is the one that I got at Target, and he rode around on the cart and went viral. Might have to put a piece of string on him so I can hold him in. Yes, he's sitting there okay. So I'm here sitting with Lou. He's assisting me now. I know I should. People think I should make my beard white. It's okay, Rachel. It's fine. Uncle Mozart. Hi, everybody. I'm going to be drawing and painting live, and I'm going to start broadcasting live again. Remember, I used to broadcast every day for like 2 hours. Hopefully, I'll be doing it again. I have a new assistant that isn't Scringy. He's still here working. But here, let me get to painting. Let me get to painting right now, and I'm going to be doing a custom painting for someone. Now, my long-term fans, matter of fact, you could hold that painting up. Just hold it by the edges because it's wet. My long-time fans have known me to do these live paintings, and this is one I never finished from the past. It's finished now. Who recalls this painting? Maybe Rachel F5 or Tabby C or one of the people here remembers used to do these live. Now, I know I should Rachel F5. So I've been digging out all these old paintings and finishing them finally. Ah, here's someone that remembers it. Yeah, thank you so much for saying that, Danny the Palace Pet. So I'm going to be making another one right now. I'm going to paint one right now, and I'm going to make it kind of nice. A lot of people know I've become famous for the Monopoly guy. You can know more about what's happened to me, up to 41 live viewers, by going to Instagram, Mike Mozart on Instagram, and following me there. Because, yes, the sharks with freaking laser beams. See the shark with the freaking laser beam right there? And I have a minion. I have a minion on a Tyrannosaurus Rex. What? Oh, so not yet. Just a second. I'm using metal flakes. Now this is an old painting, but it's dual dated from when I first started painting it until when I finished it. Try turning the light off, but there's a lot of lighting in here, so it's going to be a problem. I use metal flake now, and you have to turn that one off too. I can't use my phone to light it up. I could use one of these iPod Touches starting here. Hi. It's hard to see. That lamp has to be turned off. There's a switch on the back of the fixture. On the back, it's a toggle. I don't know if it shows. Gotta go slower. Can you see that it sparkles? I have metal flake on it. This isn't one of my primo metal flake paintings, guys. But at least you can see the effect that's going on. Okay, let me come back. Ooh, that looks spooky. They're like Ford Rangers? Yes, they're cool. Hi, Danger Ranger. Ford Ranger. I like everything Ford. My longtime fans know, oh, I love Ford. Anything. I'm going to put this on. We're going to paint. I forgot to set the paints up before I went live because I was just so distracted by everything happening here. Happy Halloween, says Dr. 10. Yes, I did Calvin and Hobbes live too. Upload the live streams after you finish. You have to manually upload them because I've broadcast live on the Toy Channel and Jeepers Media as tests. I didn't have to manually upload them. That gave me a choice. Would you like these to be public or private? And I put public. So let me try attaching this. It's going to be a lot harder for me to... Sparkles have been a mainstay in my paintings, all my metal flakes. Let me, I have to turn this camera sideways. I'm going to have a very difficult time reading the comments in a moment. Because it'll be too far away from my eyes. There's Nightmare Before Christmas is bigger this year than ever, isn't it? Like the Dexter painting in the back. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm going to be painting Mr. Monopoly into this gorgeous seascape. I heard about Happy Cabby. I cried. I had no idea. It was just devastating. Could you turn that umbrella more down like that, which is going to make it hard for you to walk by it. It'll brighten up my snout. And you could actually lower it in this area too. It needs to be lowered somewhat. Isn't it gorgeousness? I am going to paint that. Thank you for saying I look good there, Jamie Trump. Oh, and anyone that doesn't know, poor Cocoa Puff passed away. For anyone that doesn't realize that, it's very unfortunate. That's good. See, my face is much better illuminated. And I'm going to try focusing this a little more on my stuff. My inspiration for what? Hold on, let me move over here. The skeleton actually should be behind me, but there's not a lot of room. It's going to be better. Now, during the course of this live show, it's very easy to remove my iPod. My phone is broadcasting this. It's very easy to remove from that holder. It just stretches up. If I say pull in on the detail, because we may need to, you know, where you're going to move around my hands. And I'm going to be, and tell all your friends on Twitter, and also follow me on Instagram. I'm Mike Mozart on Instagram. If you go back on my Instagram, you're going to find out what happened to me the past 2 years. A lot of it's written there in the descriptions, especially if you start going back. I'm going to start doing the foil toy reviews again too. And my favorite toy reviews are for like Rad Repeat and Tarzan and the various water guns I had collected over the years. But here, let me start this live painting. This is a painting that's a beautiful found painting. It's in perfect condition until I got my hands on it. I'm going to make it better though. It's by an artist named F. Haskell. And I'm about to paint Mr. Monopoly into this. Is that boat a Ford? It should be, but it's not. So I did not plan this at all. I don't have brushes, I don't have water, I don't have anything. There's nothing here. Would you walk around the other side and get this? I got the cup of water. It has a bunch of brushes in it already. It should have been dumped out and cleaned out, but what? I can start it off in a minute. Okay. I just want to get going with this. See, this is impossible to work with. You don't know how to wash them, and Mike won't do it. Aren't you glad you're hearing how much Scrunchy is not helping around here, as always? Okay, pass me around cups of brushes. I'll have to use this. I'll just pour more water into this cup. There's like no room to even put a brush in. There's hardly any brushes in that cup. There's more back there that are loaded with brushes. Yeah, that one. And pass me one of the water bottles over there, because I'm going to pour more water into this because it's almost empty. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Mike Mozart, because you'll find out what I've been up to the past couple of years. And I'm back! You want a shirt of Mr. Monopoly on the cross? Oh, that's my most famous design, I must say. I'm going to take a big drink of water out of this, too. Hold on.
Sure.
I will ask, what?
Sure.
No, I don't need to. Doesn't the beard bother me? I just cut like 3 inches. It was 3 inches longer. I cut all this off recently. Did you go to my show in New York City? The opening? The last one with the 1x1s? Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, my beard was a lot longer.
Yeah.
The reason I've been cutting it off is that my beard gets in the paint. It'll stick out, and I'll be painting something. I'll lean into it. It'll be all paint, and it dries in. It's hard to get out. Yeah, poor Cocoa Puff passed away. So I'm doing a lot more smaller paintings, so I've been going on my way to fix that. I'm going to try to angle this down a little bit. That's better. And I'm going to paint Mr. Monopoly over here as a pirate with all the treasure. So it'll be right here. This will be his pirate ship right here. So, check and see if I'm going to knock something off that table. Is anything going to get knocked off? I can take that plate out, actually. That's a better view for you guys, isn't it? I'm going to be like Bob Ross, painting happy little clouds, except I'm going to be painting mostly people scrounging for money and ravaging for money. Won't that be fun? I know, I'm always so happy I have such a dedicated fan base, and I really appreciate each and every one of you guys more than you can imagine. I've ever been to Disney about 5,000 times. Don't deface the picture. Too late, Aaron Kamft, one of my old-time best friends, best fans in history. Happy little scavengers finding these wonderful old paintings. This is a beautiful painting. It's probably 80 years old by F. Haskell. And it's beautifully done. Now I'm going to change it. So let's see what happens. Now I'm going to start my transformation. And I have a couple assistants here that have never assisted me to paint before live like this. So this is going to be exciting to see what happens. Could turn into a disaster. Make it a haunted boat. It's not going to be haunted, but it's going to be pirate treasure involved. What you can't see is there's a lighthouse back here. And it bothers me that I can't see it. So I'm going to make it a little more visible. Sort of blended too much, didn't you think? So I'm gonna soup this little lighthouse up. I'm going to connect this lighthouse this lighthouse is sitting out on an island the way this original artist painted it. The original painting is oil on canvas. I'm painting acrylic paint over an oil painting. Okay, I put a barrier coat onto this painting before I started. This paint will be removable by someone in the future if they want to. But I'm making the painting more valuable because my paintings sell for more than Haskell's. So I'm making this lighthouse right now a little bit larger. And it also was not 100% even. The original artist didn't make it perfectly straight, so I just straightened it out. I'm going to add some special things to this. I'm also going to put a little lighthouse keeper's house onto the lighthouse because it was just a lighthouse sticking up out of like a little island, and I don't want that. I want to have a little bit more something going on for this lighthouse than that. This lighthouse is going to be sitting up on a bluff, like a little cliff area here, and I'll have it drop off here to the ocean. The reason I'm doing this is I'm going to add a lot of something over here. I'm adding Mr. Monopoly as a pirate with pirate's treasure. And I'm going to make this a pirate ship. And I'm going to have little boats down here by the ocean. So in order to achieve this effect I really want, I have to make a shoreline which is not here. So I'm creating a shore here so that Mr. Monopoly himself can be overseeing this. And this is what you're seeing is the shore. Can you see now I'm adding a shoreline, and I'll make the boat look like it's anchored. I'll make the boat anchored you guys watching me on the live stream?
Yeah, with a comment, not the doesn't load.
It's not loading?
Yeah, on my phone. So.
Yeah. Is it loading for you guys? Are you seeing, who out there is seeing this image? Are you seeing me broadcasting? Are you on Wi-Fi?
Yeah. I tried without Wi-Fi and it's
Yeah.
Maybe it's the area.
It's working fine. Because our area, we have like no Wi-Fi. It's loading for you.
Yeah, it's working fine this time. Working
Fine
good.
for you? Okay, that's good. That's all I want to hear. Look at all the great people out there. Look at all my great fans. I'm so happy. I'm going to be trying to do the Bob Ross thing. Now, you're going to hear a lot more about that too. I'm going to be, I'll tell you more about it later. I'll tell you more about it. Let me keep painting this. This is going to be kind of fun. I think you'll like it. Hold on.
We had someone ask, do you ever get nervous while painting?
Never. Now there's two of my fans / collectors here. Do I ever look like I get nervous painting?
Definitely don't.
Not at all.
And I'm going to bring the shore down here. What I'm doing is I'm putting in a sandy beach because Mr. Monopoly's going to be up here. And I want him overlooking this like he's on a little cliff himself. So he'll be overlooking the ocean himself here. And I'll be going down to the sandy beach here as well. So the sandy beach will come around this way and sort of stop here. Right about there. Sandy beach will pick up down here. In this sandy beach, I'm going to put a little rowboat right here. Pulled up on shore like it's beached there. And I'm going to make it full of treasure. Like Mr. Monopoly's already loaded some of the treasure in, so it'll be right there, ready to load. And I'm going to underpaint a little bit. I don't really have to because this will probably be more tans. I don't know if this paint that's on here is going to have anything that's going to like lift up through this. There's some seagulls here that bother me because they're not white enough. This painting has a lot of blue, so I'm making the seagulls a little bit more noticeable.
We have a fan saying, I've been watching you for over 11 years. I'm so glad you're okay.
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you so much for your concern. Yeah, if you go follow me on Instagram, see my hat, Mike Mozart on Instagram, you'll find out what I've been up to all these years, and I think you'll think it's kind of interesting. I have, right now, how many live viewers are there? Can you see yourself? 38, it says on my little thing.
38.
So I'm going to, when I broadcasted as tests on Jeepers Media and the Toy Channel a few weeks ago, I had, one of them I got over 3,000 live viewers. So that was a lot. So I'm trying to avoid that by being here where there's 10% of the viewers, which I'm happy about. But I want to start promoting this channel as my live painting channel so people will know that I will be here. What I tend to do is I tend to use white paint when I do almost anything in painting to underpaint the design, where everything's going to go. And I'm putting some detail in a little rowboat right now because Mr. Monopoly is going to be rowing his treasure out to sea. I'll put a little rope here like it's attached to something on the beach so it doesn't go away. This ship is sitting in rough waters. This probably was an open ocean, but the original artist never put an anchor on the bow. Usually there's an anchor hanging here on ships. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an opening here and I'm going to put the indication of a chain going down. So there'll be an anchor here supposedly holding that ship in place. So I'm going to put Mr. Monopoly, the richest old guy in the world here, and he will have a pirate's map. Now he has to look like he's overlooking this scene and having this way off in the background, like he could get to it if he wanted to. Now it's how big to make him. I'd like to make him about this big. Let's see. I think it'll be okay. If I don't like something, I could also remove it off this painting because it's an oil-based painting, but I think I'll do it right. I will do the pirate's chest first, which will be here. And I want it to end above the frame. I'm painting it in the frame because we can't get the painting out of the frame. It was so well nailed into this frame, it's going to be there for eternity. So I'm sort of stuck. So I have a pirate's chest that's opened. That's going to be right here. Here's the lid. Here's the pirate's chest itself. For everyone that's interested, if you want to hear the story, I've helped a lot of artists out. I've been a professional artist for 35 years. And for years, I helped other artists out. And one of those people, I'm going to have to put the extra things you want in at the end. I'll put as much stuff as I can fit. He should be about this big. Here's Mr. Monopoly. I'm going to paint him in so he's here. He's going to have a pirate's hat on rather than Mr. Monopoly hat because he's a pirate in this case. This is a special request by Eli and Christian, who are helping me run this show. Say hi, Eli and Christian.
Hey. Hello.
They are my producers tonight because Cringy bailed, of course. Are you guys even, any of my old time fans will know, yeah, Cringy did that. He just bailed. He'd do anything. So I'm going to make Mr. Monopoly here looking at the treasure. I was going to have him looking through like a periscope, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to have him with one hand in the air like he's happy over here, because I like to get some action. So there'll be a hand there. Here's his collar here. Here's his body here. Here's some legs here. And I'll put his other hand up holding the map. And here's the map he followed to get to the treasure. And I'll have a hole dug here. And maybe I don't know if I'll have room for a shovel. I'll put the shovel here so it goes up behind the map, because I think the shovel tells the whole story that it was dug up. Even if you can't figure out that's a hole. So I could go live on Instagram at the same time, but my bandwidth is a little low. I think I should try to do it and broadcast through regular Wi-Fi. I'm going to try to set up a regular Wi-Fi stream, guys, for my Instagram. Remember, follow me on Instagram. Don't forget that, Mike Mozart. And this device is on Wi-Fi. Let's see if it'll let me set up an Instagram live stream so they can see this at the same time you guys are seeing it. And if this works, I may try more again. I'd like to start streaming on 4 or 5 systems like I used to all the time, and do Periscope on Twitter, and do Instagram, and do Jeepers Media, and the Toy Channel, and Mike Mozart. I have a lot of channels. I have a lot of media out there, and I'm going to start using them all over again. I'm going to start doing my toy reviews again. I'm not seeing any comments. Are people still there?
One person asked, what's the most important thing you keep in mind while painting?
Having fun. Have fun when you're painting. Because if you're worried that it's not going to come out good, it's going to suck. And you can fix anything. If you're doing a painting, you can always fix everything. No problems. I'm going to try going live and see what happens here on Instagram. Because I'm using my phone and I'm broadcasting to the LTE system because my bandwidth is awfully low. So we're going to see if I can broadcast here. So checking connection on my Instagram right now. Let's see if there's enough. Yep, says there's enough.
Rachel says you should paint Scringy's face blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
Probably. Now I'm going to be co-broadcasting here, guys. Now to do this is another issue. Is that has to be turned around carefully in the other direction. Hi everybody. I am painting yet again another live painting. And the reason I have follow me on Instagram hat is I'm broadcasting live on YouTube Live on one of my smaller channels that I never broadcast on. And it's well, I guess it could work that way. There is another, as a matter of fact, Christian, on that shelf over there is a plastic bin. On the wooden shelf, there's like a plastic bin with a lot of bottles in it, but there should be another little tripod made out of beads in front of it. That might be an awful lot more useful to do this. Hey, Zachary Martin. I'm actually broadcasting on Mike Mozart on YouTube right now. So I'm on YouTube, Mike Mozart. I'm on Instagram, Mike Mozart, and I'm broadcasting on both at the same time. I'm going to be doing toy reviews again too, I swear. We're up to 34 live viewers on Instagram right now. And what I'm doing is I'm doing another live painting. This painting, it's so hard to get back far enough so you can see it. I can't, what?
Hold it, please.
Okay, here, try to get back, because you're going to plug it too to get back, and plug it back in. Don't forget and let it go dead.
Switch
What are
it.
you touching? You don't have to touch anything.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Wait, bring it back. If you want to, you have to clean, if you want to broadcast on the other, see there's another painting here. We can't do horizontal here, can we? Oh, Danny the Palace Pet is here. They're watching me over here on this other, I got to stay more over here, guys, sorry. I'm going to be broadcasting also on Instagram live at the same time. We're testing a lot of things here right now. So this is a beautiful ship here. This is a beautiful ship painting painted by F. Haskell, probably about 1947, I'm guessing. And I'm adding Mr. Monopoly again as a pirate over here. I just started blocking him in with white paint. You know, I do all these freehand. I don't plan them out or anything. They just happen. So you're going to get to watch me create this piece of art in probably less than 2 hours. But here, give me that. I know what to do with it. So I have another tripod here. See what my little tripods are to hold my devices? You guys are all sitting in one of these right now yourselves. So I'll clamp this on the side. When you clamp on the side, you can't hit the volume buttons or any of the other buttons on the thing, or it'll shut it off. Do you ever use these?
Used it before. Okay.
Okay, so here we go, and it's going to be very difficult to read the comments. I'm going to try to have one of the guys here read me some comments. If we flip it around, if I turn the camera the other way, but it's dirty. I don't know, there's another camera on this. I can flip it around, which will be easier for Instagram to see, guys. And then someone can read the comments a little bit better. There's probably going to be trolls. So I'm going to flip this cam. Hold on. Flip the cam, and I'm going to turn it this way.
Put it on this one.
What? It could be too far away. But remember, I'm not going to be able to see any comments. You'll have to read them to me. Hi, Autistic Critic. Here you go. But I can't see the picture, so I don't know how it's going to look. Just tell me it looks pretty good and focus on where the art is. And listen to what people are saying. If they're saying, can we get closer to the art? Can we see it better? So what I'm going to do, and I never do this, is pass me black. There should be black over there. You see black?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna rough this in black. The problem is that the paint takes a while to dry. So it's going to cause an awful lot of smudging and smearing for me to do that. I'm up to 40 live viewers here on Mike Mozart.
41.
But I'm not seeing any comments on I'm 41 here now, as a matter of fact, on YouTube Live. Hey there, good to see you. I'm painting live. I'll be doing live toy reviews. I'm going to try to get back to my old schedule, guys, and I'm going to be doing the painting on Mike Mozart. So if you want to see my paintings, come watch it on Mike Mozart on YouTube. And if you're interested in my paintings and my artwork I've been doing for decades, go to Instagram, Mike Mozart, and follow me. And if you read, you're going to find a very interesting story about a real problem I had. Oh, hello from YouTube. Hi, good to see you guys. I'm going to outline this a little bit in black. I never do this early, but I want you guys to at least get an idea of what it's going to look like. Okay, because I've just roughed it in very roughly in white. It's a tricky composition. This is a very old painting. Mr. Monopoly is a pirate, so I'm gonna start outlining what he looks like here, just so you guys can see it better, because it would probably take me at least 20 minutes to a half an hour to get this image in so it's clear. And I freehand all this. There's no tracing, there's no planning, there's no nothing. It just happens. And this is an old painting. It's a vintage painting done by an artist 50 years ago, and I'm improving it. Well, I'm changing it. I'm doing something to it. It's acrylic paint over oil, so my work that I do on this painting at some time in the future could be removed if necessary. So this is going to be Mr. Monopoly. He's a pirate here, and I have a pirate hat on, and he's just found treasure, buried treasure. He's got the map in his hand. I'll have him with his mouth open and some teeth showing because he's so happy. Yay! I'll put a little pirate skull here on his hat so everyone knows he's a pirate in this instance. Remember, this is all very rough. I'm doing something black on here, so hopefully you guys can see it early. So you're wondering what's going on here, you can actually see it. And
He said it looked planned.
there's no planning here. What I used to do, anyone here, guys, that has ever watched my live shows, I used to ask the crowd, you all argue what you want me to put on this thing, and I'll do it. And I did those for years. I would, like I did the velvet painting took a velvet Elvis and turned it into velvet Spock, Mr. Spock, because he had passed away recently. So I'm just reading what this is. Yeah, I used to help and mentor a lot of artists. One of them was Alec Monopoly. I tried not to say his name. If you read my descriptions on my Instagram, especially last year, you'll find out a lot about what happened. But here, let me just rough this in. I'm trying to think. I'm going to put him in I'm going to give him his normal bow tie, because I think he looks more like Mr. Monopoly with a bow tie. I'll put him in his normal suit. There's an open pirate chest here, which I've got to put in early. Because a lot of the composition is going to follow around this.
Who are your biggest artistic influences?
What on my artwork? An artist, well, I used to be a ghost illustrator for a lot of Disney artists years ago, or people that did children's books. And my biggest influence is an artist that nobody knows about named Walt Kelly. He did a comic strip called Pogo. And I really wanted to take over his comic strip, and I could have done it in the early 80s. That was a whole nother problem. I met with Selby Kelly, I did some samples, and there was just too much drama in doing that because of his family. I really wanted to bring back this old cartoon strip called Pogo Possum, if you can believe that. That was a comic strip, Pogo Possum. I'm going to put a lot of treasure here to make it look like this is rich. So I'll put a crown here. Because he's opened a pirate chest loaded with treasure. And I'll put like a necklace here coming down. Probably pearls draped over the top he's found. This can be all full of pirate gold and treasure. There'll be treasure on the ground. There's a hole here that it was just dug out of. There is, this is going to be a wooden pirate's chest, and the only reason I'm outlining this black early is so you get an idea of where everything's going to be and what it's going to look like. I'll put a handle, because right now it looks like a bunch of white scribbles on the canvas.
Tell them the reason why you have the white scribble.
The white scribble is how I usually underpaint everything in white before I do a picture like this. It helps me plan where everything belongs. There's a, by the way, I have added a bluff overlooking the sea, like a little cliff bluff here with some grass on it and coming down. And it helps me figure out where everything's going to go. It's very easy to cover up white around the outside of a painting, and I often use white as what's called a force field. A lot of graffiti artists, street artists use a white outline or a colored outline around their painting to make it pop. And I do that quite often. I'll probably do that on this painting anyway, so a little bit of white sticking out will be fine. It's a great color to do your layouts in. When I do my normal paintings, which you'll watch me paint paintings from scratch on blank canvases, you'll see that I often start with white.
People talking about the giant octopus would be dope.
Oh man.
Three people, giant octopus in the back would be dope.
And a horse over here on YouTube.
A giant octopus with his tentacles around
Maybe
the
maybe back there.
This is what we used to do, is we used to do stuff like this.
Yeah.
Do you see why now? Because we have one of the paintings here I'd done before. And you can actually, your camera can unplug that camera and walk over and show the other crowd what I had done in the years gone by. You're going to see an old painting. Well, the people on my Instagram Live are seeing an old painting. My YouTubers know more about these paintings than the Instagram people. But I used to take existing old paintings that I would find, like at the flea market or a junk shop or a yard sale, and I would paint in things that people would ask me to paint, and I would do it live with no reference, anything you want, and even obscure cartoon characters, and I could get most of it extremely accurate. Now I could do almost any cartoon character at least 95% accurate if I'm aware of the character. If I know who the character is, I can paint it without even reference. With reference, I can get 100% accuracy immediately. But a lot of times, I like the challenge of someone saying, do Inspector Gadget, do My Little Ponies.
That's a fifth person on the octopus.
Fifth, do you think I should add an octopus? I'd be happy to add an
Yeah.
octopus. Do you see what I mean? It's not planned. That's what makes this so fun. So I'll add an octopus, but I think I should add an octopus to the other side.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Over here in front of the back. Because it will be some balance to this artwork up here. I'll do a nice big octopus with a big eye and big tentacles and suction cups. How about that?
Seventh person on the octopus.
So do you see how I used to do them? Now does it make sense why there's so many things? But it makes it exciting. And that would be a good composition for this painting anyway, right? I think it's kind of cool.
C Toyota 88 on YouTube says you should do. She loves when you do these types of paintings.
Yeah, Connecticut Toyota, C Toyota 88 is one of my longest fans who used to watch the live broadcast when I was actually doing these paintings years ago, where I would buy these old paintings and I would alter them because I could, and it was fun. So I am right now going to make it, I'm going to use as much black as I can right now to make the painting look like something. Again, this is an unplanned painting. And I love adding elements that people suggest. Things like the octopus was a great suggestion because it will make for an exciting painting. I do pop art on Instagram. If anybody out there is watching me, I am Mike Mozart on Instagram. I even made a hat. Mike Mozart on Instagram. I may be backwards in Instagram. Ask Instagram people, I have somebody watching your comments. Am I backwards? Are the words backwards on my hat, or can you read them the way they are? I know on YouTube Live I'm fine.
Cars, art, but like.
Oh, hi. Yeah, that gentleman has my very first coin painting ever. He has my first skeleton coin painting, I should say. And he is a big fan of mine that's nearby, and I'm going to be visiting him this week.
Yeah, he said he has some live painting viewers.
Yeah, and I'm going to be doing more of them too. It's going to be very exciting. I can actually do a live show from his place. Wouldn't that be fun with a big Mystery original in the background? Ooh, on Instagram. Ooh, talk about the drama. So here, let's do this.
He said, yes, I do.
Wouldn't that be fun to do? That could be fun. I could actually do a painting right there. That could be an exciting show. Again, I'm speeding this along a little bit, so I'm adding a lot of blacks, so people watching can see.
You know it's Jack 321?
I don't recognize the name.
It's Jack 321. It's his birthday.
Oh, hi. Hi, Jack 321. We should say that. Happy birthday.
Sierra Stubbs says, I miss you so much.
Well, I'm going to be back again a lot. And I'm getting a lot more people to help me. But I need people to assist me on my shows because I can't paint and look at the comments. When I used to review toys live, I used to do the toy reviews and usually had other people looking at the questions, and they would advise me what the questions are, what the questions are that are coming in. So this is going to be Mr. Monopoly here. He has a treasure map here, and I will usually write the word map on it, so I'll put map here. Like that, so someone knows it's a map, treasure map. And I'll put the little treasure map, common icon, so I'll put it right here. These little pirate maps always have this kind of an X. You usually have the dots on the way to the treasure. This is going to be painted in tan like old paper. Again, I'm just putting the black outline so people can get an idea. What the heck's going on here? This is an original, old, beautiful painting by another artist, very, very famous artist for doing sea paintings. And I'm modifying this sea to add a shoreline, which does not exist. And in the background, here I'll put some grass. This is like on top of a hill, and I'll have sand going down to a little sandy beach where this little rowboat is that Mr. Monopoly will have already filled with some treasure, which I will add in a moment. And this is the hole where it was just dug up. There will be treasure spilled out here. As much treasure as I can fit into this picture will be shoved into this picture. And there's a handle on this shovel here. Right here.
Everybody keeps saying, can't wait to see the octopus.
Okay. I'll move right over to the octopus. Let me just put some more detail on this side, and I'll move over to the octopus.
On YouTube, Acro Year 1 says, we're going to pay a happy little kraken.
Oh, okay.
Kraken.
Yep. Hold on a second. I'll make some dirt piled up like they dug a hole for this. There'll be all treasure in this treasure chest. Here, octopus. I gotta roll over this way. Hope I don't. It's gonna be tough. I may have to move the camera a little bit. Hold on. I think I got it. Oh, I got it. I don't know how to draw an octopus squid, but I think I'll do just fine. So I will do. It's got to be pretty big. Wow, I'd like to do a huge. How huge can I do this?
Maybe up to that cloud.
The second sail.
Well, you're gonna almost getting the ship or getting the ship?
It's gonna have the ship and its tentacles. I'll have them wrapped around some things here. I'll have some tentacles coming out of the water. Maybe I'll have them come down here. What is it? Here it comes. I could do a squid or an octopus. I'll do an octopus one because I think it'll look more obvious.
Yeah.
If I could do a squid which has more of a pointed head, I'll do an octopus here. I like how Mr. Monopoly doesn't care about the octopus, strangling this ship in its big tentacles. So there'll be a tentacle coming up here. I'll have it come through around this sail. I should do this in white instead of black, by the way. I'm so used to doing what I'm doing right now in white only. Here's the big eye.
Dragon Air Lovers says, your videos were a huge part of my childhood.
Oh, thank you.
You were such an inspiration for me. I'm so glad to see you doing things again.
I'm happy. I'm having a great time with all the different projects I'm working on with art. You can follow me on Instagram, Mike Mozart on Instagram. See that? Mike Mozart on Instagram. Definitely try to follow me so you can see all these great paintings I'm doing. I'm doing a lot more paintings than these. I'm just really starting to try to do them live again, which is a lot of fun. So I'll have that come down. I'll have one of the tentacles come up here, come out from under this sail. They have 8 tentacles, and they're gonna be a little fatter than this, guys. There's a tentacle, and I'll have another one come up here, go back down into the water, and I'll have that one come back up here, like this. So that one is going to be this one. I'll have the point on that one coming up over here. I'm doing this all freehand, totally freehand. There's no planning or anything. It's just my live show fans all want me to do a octopus / squid attacking the ship. So I will do another one here. Come down this way. So this one will be here. That'll be there. That'll go under the water somewhat there. That will come up, come around here, come around the front of this sail like this. I have to account for every little bit of all these little tentacles that are happening. If this was a little larger, I'd probably have people in the tentacles as well. God, I used to have fun doing these. I used to do all these crazy things. Let me put more details into the Mr. Monopoly side. Now that you have a squid to look at over there and get an idea, I will paint the squid a little bit more. I just want to get the rest of the painting sort of blocked in on this side. I think I'm going to wait on this. This is the cliff behind Mr. Monopoly. I would usually do this first before everything else. This is like another extension of that sandy beach. I want to establish that there are a coast and there's a coastline here. I'm going to do that with some Naples yellow type color, which is going to be over there somewhere. Look at that tan. Give me yellow tan. The one with the words on it by the soup cans, right there. Straight down. Has word bags on it. Anything that looks like yellow, brown. Give me that one. Give me the other one over there. It's a little lighter. Yeah. Give me both of them. So I have used some white and I blocked this out. I'm still here, see? And you're going to get to see this turn into a painting. This is an original painting, probably painted 60 years ago by a great master of ship paintings named F. Haskell or Rascal there. I'm going to add a beach. Now I'm trying to establish where he is underneath all this, because it's not going to work if I can't convince people. See, and I got a problem is that it's all wet.
Because the land extension is a great idea.
Well, I needed it. And I needed to make the boat look like it's at anchor too. So this is sandy beach here. So there's a little rowboat down here. This is in the frame because we could not get it out of the frame. I'm doing what I can not to get much of this on the frame. It's going to be almost impossible to avoid it, but it won't look bad. See, just a little bit.
Lone Wolf Reviews says, funny because I was rewatching your Halloween candy reviews today, and now I see you live. Love your work, Mike. Just love it.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing, I wish I had more time this year to do the Halloween candy reviews. I used to do a lot of stuff like that live. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing all those things again live. It's just, I had to take a break. YouTube became so much drama, guys, and for all the people watching that don't realize this, I'm broadcasting right now on YouTube as well as Instagram Live. On YouTube Live right now, this is a small channel. How many viewers does it say? 54 viewers. This channel, this is one of the channels I have not put any content on in 10 years. The only reason I'm using this channel is the channel name is Mike Mozart, the same as my Instagram. I'm Mike Mozart on Instagram. Anyone that is not aware of my paintings or what I've been doing for 2 years, please check out my Instagram and follow me there. It's instagram.com/Mike Mozart. And you will find out, especially if you go back a year or two, what I've been up to. Because that Instagram has never stopped. That has been a continuous Instagram since the day I started YouTube. Since Instagram founded, I was one of the original early users of Instagram. And I went through all my toy review time period. There's lots of failed toys that I never reviewed that I bought. And I'll show something fail shortly too for all the YouTube people here that are so loyal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue this on just to this little edge of this frame here. I think it'll look nice if I continue it just a little bit onto the frame. Like that. I think it's going to make it actually seem more like a beach in this point, because it has to look real sandy. It'll be kind of sandy up where Mr. Monopoly is too, but I want to establish that he's sort of up. There's like a cliff here with a beach at the bottom. That's what I'm doing here with this lighthouse. There's a lighthouse in the background. I'll make sure that it's clear that there's like a beach here, which I'm bringing down like a shoreline beach, and that lighthouse is overlooking like a little cliff, because Mr. Monopoly is doing the same thing over here.
Lady of Doom Dragon says, will this be logged anywhere so
Yes.
I can watch the beginning I missed?
Yes, yes, yes. This should be saved. I saved videos live like this before, and it should remain live. If for some reason it says, you know, it will not be saved, would you like to save it? I'll choose save it. It will be left here, because this is where I intend for all my live shows to go and belong now. I'm going to be doing a live painting show where I'm going to be painting almost all my paintings live now. Mostly to show how I do it, what my techniques are, and that the fact that my biggest technique is basically that I'm just done it for 35 years and I don't need fancy equipment or anything to create beautiful paintings. I don't need planning. I don't need to draw them out in advance. I can do them on blank canvases from memory, anything. And I've been selling these for 2 years. I've mentored quite a few artists for quite a few years now on how to do just this. Some have cheated badly, and you will find out about those people. It's very interesting what's happened to me over the last year or so. I'm trying to bring this out to look more like shore in this area, but I don't want to go over the signature over here. I might put another rowboat over there. I'm trying to continue this to make this look like a little bay. Like it's in a bay, and this is a sandy beach that rings the bay. There's other ways to work this magic too, which I will do. And since it's going to be in this frame for its lifetime, there's no way anyone's ever going to change this frame.
He said, wait, what's the cheating about?
What, the artwork?
Yep.
People that take other people's ideas, don't credit them, and then just project them with a projector and don't actually paint them because they don't know how. Things like that. See, now this is established. This is a bay here. Mr. Monopoly is up here. There's going to be coins in this chest painted in gold. Let me put all the details in. I could paint the squid in a light gray. Do you see a jar over there that's light gray?
Yep.
Okay, give me that one. I'll paint the squid in a little early here, over here. This way. There you go. Again, I don't know exactly what colors I'll paint him. I will turn this camera over. I don't have to, actually. The paint I'm using is Golden Brand acrylic. Almost all of this is. About 50% Golden Brand, about 20% Soho brand. Soho Urban Artist brand, which I can't recommend enough. So here, I'm doing the squid in a light gray. He will be a different color than this. I'm just painting him light gray right now to sort of underpaint him. And don't be hesitant with the comments that are coming in.
Victoria says, I loved your toy reviews.
Oh, thank you so much, Victoria. I really appreciate that. I'll be doing a lot more of them. I just needed some time off. There was a lot of YouTube drama. There's still a lot of YouTube drama where YouTube keeps changing the rules. And I just got sick of the drama and the trolling. You know, the trolls don't bother me so much, but you know, it just sort of wears on you to have YouTube trolling you and Google trolling you, you know, and the trolls trolling you, and trying to do live shows and put up videos, and it was just a lot of work.
You should put a lot of glitter on it.
I don't use glitter. I use metal flake.
Metal flake.
Yeah, it's tough on paintings like this. I'll add a little bit. I wasn't going to add too much to this initially, but since I'm starting to make it more of my painting, I'll probably add some. because I usually don't do it over paintings, and I try to preserve a lot of the original painting. But since I'm adding a squid, you know, I may as well. I don't know if this original artist is still alive. I have no idea, by the way. So that's going to be kind of interesting if it turns out he's alive and he's upset I painted a squid into his, or octopus, or whatever this is, a monster, sea monster.
Is this a metal flake piece?
It will be. I don't apply metal flake until the very end. Every painting, I finish the paintings. I don't put the metal flakes on until the painting's finished. There's a big hint for all you out there who've been wondering how I've been doing it. And you'll get to see me brush some metal flakes onto this. I will brush some on, probably in an hour or two.
Black Corvo says, "Hello, Mosey.
Hey, Black Corvo in Brazil.
What about adding Tintin and Captain Haddock?"
It's too late to do it right now, and I'm doing Mr. Monopoly right now, but don't I sort of look like Captain Haddock now? Do you know who Captain Haddock is? From Tintin. Don't I have Captain Haddock's beard? I must say. Captain Haddock is a character in a French comic book series called Tintin, Tintin, and they had a dog named Snowy, and Captain Haddock was a major part of that comic strip, and he looked quite a lot like I do now with the beard, same type of beard. So I think I'm doing a pretty good job of weaving that around the ship like he's attacking the ship. I think I'll have another tentacle over here because there's one unaccounted for, so I'll put one back here.
The Viper Biker says, "I will always remember the quote, 'Who thought that was a good idea?'"
I mean, really? Who thought that was a good idea? I mean, really? What were they thinking? I say that in almost all my toy reviews. For anyone that doesn't realize it out there, unfortunately, Cocoa Puff passed away 2 years ago. That was the dog that was at the end of every one of my toy review videos for years. 12 solid years of toy reviews, and little Cocoa Puff appeared in all of them. She passed away at 15 years old 2 years ago, but her sister is still alive. Spunky, a lot of people out there will remember her as a Moochie, is 17 years old, and she will be 18 years old if she makes it till February. Moochie will be 18 years old if she makes it to February, probably because I spoiled her. I'm looking at the comments here going by, trying to see them. I am adding a little bit more details to the picture right now.
The ship needs a pirate flag.
That's going to definitely have a pirate flag. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm putting some bags of money in here, right here, because, you know, Mr. Monopoly's already filled this boat up with treasure. I'll put a barrel here. Well, it'll be a big wooden barrel, and I'll have treasure hanging out of that. I'll put another bag up here of money. Hope it doesn't sink when he tries to sail it back out to that ship. He's going to need room for his oars here, but I can't think of anything else I'll add to this at the moment.
Kim Pow Pranks.
Oh my God, it's Kim. Hi Kim, how's Jay? That is half of the amazing team that produces the Scary Snowman. I can't believe you showed up.
She's been talking the whole time.
Oh, I didn't know that. When she say something, I have somebody guarding the show for me, guys. Two fellows here. One of them bought this painting for me to embellish, to create this. Isn't it coming out nice already? Look at the squid.
Yep.
I usually do underpainting first before I put black lines on. I just put some black lines on so people can get an idea what the heck's going to go on here.
Kim said we're both here.
They're both there. I did a live painting for them for Pokemon Go on my birthday. That was one of the few ones I did that on Instagram Live, I believe. I don't remember if it was YouTube Live. Kim and Jay, if you're watching this, I haven't broadcast ever a live show on Mike Mozart. And this is going to be my new painting channel. We're going to be painting hopefully every day, showing people how to draw and paint. This is a special show just to test the system to make sure I still have it here. And this is a pirate treasure chest, if anyone's wondering here. Because Mr. Monopoly is a pirate, and he's just used a treasure map and just dug up this wonderful chest of gold and jewels and crowns and stuff, which will be falling out of it in a few minutes.
Kim said we have it hanging at the entrance.
Oh, we gotta have, yeah, so that'll scare away the people, and they open the door. Ah, I gotta get out of here. They do prank videos, so they're probably using it to prank people.
People are asking where can they buy your art.
Go to Instagram.com, and you can contact me through Instagram. Instagram, it's Mike Mozart. I'm Mike Mozart. See my hat? Mike Mozart on Instagram. Follow me there, please. And Jay and Kim, if you want to come here one night, and help me. I'll broadcast on Jeepers Media and the Toy Channel simulcast. Won't that be interesting? I'm starting to broadcast again on those channels, and I really like to spread the love of all the paintings that I've been doing in the past. It's so funny being on this channel. I haven't uploaded a video to this channel probably in 10 years. I'll bet I haven't uploaded a video to this channel since like 2007. And that's something. And here I am broadcasting on it because the name of this channel matches my Instagram channel where all my art can barely be seen.
She said, I'm down. Heck yeah.
Excellent. Just let me know when you come by for a day. I'm going to be trying to broadcast every day. Mike is still around, as helpless as ever. He's not around, so I can say all I want about him, the bum. And the other Mike is, you have to ask somebody that used to come to my live shows. Then you'll know. Hold on. I'm trying to go too fast on this to make it more interesting for live. I'm going to be doing Bob Ross style paintings for everybody. That painting style Bob Ross did is actually quite simple to do, and he painted his in oil paints. And I'd like to try to paint them in acrylics. Acrylic paints are a lot easier for normal people to get. They're a lot safer because they're not flammable.
Jake Carl Pranks was one of the ones that thought about the octopus.
Really? Troublemaker.
Angu or Angel Cool says, I was 7 when I watched your videos and now I'm 16 years old.
Yeah, I started them in 2008. I was one of the very first channels on YouTube, and I was actually one of the early superstars of YouTube back in the day. Hopefully I will be again. I think that there's a market because people really miss Bob Ross, and I think I can do a very Bob Ross looking style painting show. It's hard because right now I'm painting a very oversized odd-shaped painting, so it's hard to keep it in a nice frame. But I'll be able to do these framed a lot better when I do smaller paintings. I'm still under painting here.
You know Andrew Chagger?
Hmm?
Andrew Chagger?
Name isn't familiar. Oh. Here we go.
Someone is asking what is going to happen to the LUAU channels.
What channels?
LUAU.
Luau? I'm going to actually start them up again. I think it's time for those to be reactivated. Called Leave Us Alone United. It was an online union, get these big companies to stop screwing with our online rights, etc. Things are getting to a fever pitch right now, and I think it's time to really start those up again. You know, to maintain net neutrality, so they're not selling us the internet in package deals. Like, you want access to YouTube, you can get YouTube for $8 a month, like they sell us access to something that's free now. I really don't like that. So I'm going to start being a little bit more active online like I used to be. I think it'll be fun.
Black Corvo says, don't forget the titanium white.
Oh yeah, this is titanium white.
It says Mosey.
I gotcha. It always looks sort of messy at this stage. I don't cover up the signatures when I do this. Actually, this is light gray. I need, pass me that, do you see a flesh one that says October on it? On the top. Right there by your hand, down. What does that say?
This one here?
Pass me that. Just pass it to me.
Yeah. Mike, you work more hours than me.
I work all the time. Hi, Flaunt Leroy Snooty. One of the greatest channels in all of the UK on Instagram. This is a live show painting. The client is here. I had this painting, which I purchased from a collector, and I am freehand with no planning, painting this as a pirate, and I'm taking suggestions from the live audience. I'm also on YouTube Live over here. Hi guys, I'm over here. But actually, this camera could be moved over here some because I'm painting on this side of it. Sorry guys, I wasn't paying attention. Are you watching me on YouTube Live? Are you getting any stream up?
No, just
okay, so I'll have to count on myself. So I am here painting on this side of this painting. I'm sorry you guys didn't see it. This is Mr. Monopoly opening a pirate chest. And I'm famous for doing Mr. Monopoly, Uncle Scrooge McDuck from DuckTales, and Richie Rich. So I am freehand painting this. I think you can see there's no tracing, there's no nothing. I just paint it on wherever I feel like it. And I'm adapting this old painting. I'm going to paint over some of the details right now just because I put those on prematurely anyway.
Spooky Terry 666. I love you, Mike.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it. I mean, really. I'll be around an awful lot more. The old days were so great because I was one of the top channels on YouTube for years. Always in the top 100 channels for the first 8 or 10 years of YouTube. But then the music channels came in and they commercialized it, and they manipulated the search results, and they did all kinds of things to kill the real creators there that really built YouTube. So I thought, I need a break from this. I'm going to do some paintings. And that's exactly what I've done for the past couple of years. And I've had a grand time doing it. I'm on Instagram, Mike Mozart on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram to find out what I'm doing. Mike Mozart on Instagram. Do it, do it, do it.
Brooklyn Canvases. What's up with Scott Storch Canvas?
How'd they know about that? Who was it? Oh, who said that comment?
Brooklyn Canvases.
Oh, I'm actually working on that. I'm probably going to finish it live, as a matter of fact. I didn't know that you knew about it. But yes, I'm doing a wonderful one for Scott Storch. Scott Storch.
The legendary killer is the ship and the octopus from the old paintings.
The ship is a part of the original antique painting. This is a painting painted about 70 years ago by a famous painter of seascapes. It's very large. The painting is about 55 inches long by 35 inches tall. It's a very big painting. And I'm painting Mr. Monopoly as a pirate into it, like he's dug up a pirate treasure. He has a little boat down here, a dinghy full of pirate treasure. But while he's busy rejoicing, earning all the treasure, over here, which you can't see on my live show on YouTube, there's a big octopus that's attacking the ship. You'll see that in a minute as I put more detail into it.
Coffee Cat says, will you teach other types of art live?
Yes, I will teach everything I know live. A lot of people know I'm helping a lot of people. The only thing that I'm not teaching is the exact formulas for how I make my metal flakes. Other than that, just about everything else I'll teach them. The type of paints, how to paint live, how to do everything. I see a lot of people on Instagram that are professional artists. It's their careers, and I see them making mistakes that are so easy to correct that would be so beneficial to their artwork if they just made small, tiny changes in how they're approaching their art. And I'd really like to teach people like that to say, you can make this little tiny change and your art will be so much better, or make this tiny change, you'll use half as much paint, or make this little change and it'll take you half as long to do your paintings.
Do you make your own color?
I mix a lot of my own paints. That's why they're all in these little jars. I custom mix a lot of my paints. The ones I don't mix, the ones I use straight, for the most part, are a company called Soho Urban Artist. You buy it at Jerry's Artorama for $6, a great big jar, like a giant 500 milliliter jar. The reason I use that paint so much is it's one coat coverage. Oh my God. I would say one of the things in pop art is how many times you have to go over something, like Winsor Newton cadmium red or Winsor Newton green. You know, like the acrylic paints in the tubes. It takes like six coats to make the color solid. Whereas if you use, matter of fact, want to go get me a jar off that shelf, the ones with all the fluffy stuff on top, the paint. Oh my God, this is the paint everyone should be using. Give me any jar, get a colorful one.
Empty?
Huh?
What kind of jar?
They're big. No, they're right there. Look for the painting. Move the painting. On the shelf, do you see them? Big jars?
These right?
Yeah. Give me one that's colorful. Give me a red one. Red, orange, anything. These paints are $6.99 a jar. And this is what they are. They're Soho. Give me that orange one too. Soho Urban Artist. See the brand? See the brand? Soho Urban Artist. See the tops? They're dry. They look wet, but they're dry. The paint is very structural. I'm going to go over this cam closer. That is dry. Can you see how thick that is and how it dries very stiff and firm. This is one coat coverage paint. And I'm really into making paintings now with a lot more brush strokes, a lot more texture than people have been doing lately. And that paint is perfect for that. Or to lay flat if you wanted to. Pass me brown and a bronze. Brown, bronze, copper.
This one.
Yeah, give me a brown.
Okay.
And get me something that's metallic, dark, brownish looking.
This.
Okay, yeah, that's good. And there's one there, it looks like it's brown, right in the middle. Some brownish. Anything. Actually, these are good enough. These are good enough.
Sure.
Actually, give me that one. This is a nice bright gold. Look how shiny gold this is. Hard. It's going to be a lot of gold mateys in this pirate ship. So I'm going to do this pirate chest over here. I'm going to lay a base coat of brown. This brush is too small. Hold on.
They're asking how much would something this big cost?
This is an unusual picture. You can't go by this. But this is a large size painting. It's hard for you to tell, guys, but this is just about almost 3 feet by 4 feet. It's something that really costs a lot. I don't want to say. Go to 212arts.com and you'll see what my paintings sell for, and they're all sold out. It's so embarrassing to say how much I get for my paintings now. But I do a complimentary drawing usually for office visitors if you can stop by. I try to, time willing.
Mike, I wonder what you look like without that beard. Ha ha ha.
Scary. Ha 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 ha.
Are you gonna resin this?
No, I'm not going to resin this because there's too much of the old paint exposed. Usually I resin everything. When I do vintage paintings, I don't know how the paints are going to react with art resin. I've had some bad experiences with vintage paintings and art resin because the paints or the glazes they used interacted badly. Every paint or medium I use, in my paintings I use art resin on, I've already tested it with art resin before I use it on my paintings. That's why I'm a little scared to try paintings, because I could spend a lot of time on a painting like this and then have a lot of problems with the art resin bubbles a lot. It doesn't do it on any of the modern materials, but I have noticed I've had some problems in some of the older paintings, so I really don't do that.
They're asking what's the name of the website again, Mosey?
212arts.com. There's a link in my Instagram profile. I'm Mike Mozart on Instagram. There's a link right in my profile on Instagram, right to that website.
Spooky Terry 666. Can I make you a fan art, Mike?
Sure. Send it to my Twitter. I'm Jeepers Media on Twitter, or you can message me on Instagram. Twitter's the best place. I love to share on Twitter. I have about 30,000 followers on Twitter, however many. It's Jeepers Media on Twitter. It's just so convenient to share there.
Victoria Huntley asked, have you seen the Annabelle episode of Ghost Adventures?
No, I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. Just haven't had time. All I do is like work almost all the time. I have hardly time to do anything anymore. That's like living a life.
Antonio says, great to see you again.
Thank you, Antonio. Thank you for dropping by to say hi. I'm going to be doing a lot more live painting shows. I'm going to be trying to do most of the paintings I do live. And I do a lot of paintings. I won't do the commissions live because a lot of people don't want their commissions done that way. But I'll be happy to do like my regular paintings I do, and I do a lot of them live, so you'll all have a great time watching that.
Thank you, Brooklyn. You still beefing with Alec Monopoly, and what do you think of him?
I don't want to talk about Alec Monopoly. And again, if somebody mentions, oh, you're talking about Alec, I was asked a question. And the only thing I have to say at the moment is that I'm going to be at Art Basel this year, and I'm going to challenge him to a live drawing and painting exhibition like I'm doing right now. This is all freehand live. There's no tracing, there's no drawing in advance, there's no planning. So we'll let the crowd tell us what to paint, or we'll find some impartial person to choose any one of the paintings either of us have done in the past 10 years. And I remember what all of his paintings look like. I could copy them from memory. Well, I'd like to see him copy any of mine. I'd like to see him draw his own paintings, since he has a team creating his paintings for him. But this is going to have a lot of green added in this area. This is underpainting to show that there's like ground with some earth in it to distinguish it from the sandy beach that's going on down here. They always look kind of messy when you get to this point, but they always look a lot better. There's going to be some color back here because there's a lighthouse here up on a bluff overlooking the ocean. And I'm going to add some of this over there, but I can't reach it right now. So
BMC. You know that?
What do they ask? What do they say?
No, they're just talking. That would be amazing. Oh my God, yes, do that.
Now I was going to do it last year, but he bailed on Art Basel. He just sort of set up and left. Huh, wonder why. Took off like his pants were on fire. He said he was sick and went to Mexico for a vacation or something. I don't remember, something like that. So let me add some more details to this Mr. Monopoly here.
Danny the Palace Pet says, Mike, did you know that there's an alien Bible found?
No, where'd they find it?
Are you presenting your own artwork at Art Basel?
Yes, of course.
Basel?
It's my 3rd year. I'm working on my Art Basel pieces right now. Don't show them, by the way.
RFM collections. We are to Art Basel.
I am planning to go to Alec Monopoly's. He has 2 different openings going on down there for different projects. I'm going to both of them. So if you want to meet me there.
We're all going over there to Alec Monopoly's.
Yes, we're all going. I'm bringing my whole posse. Well, you have to be neighborly, you know. Support the other artists.
I think we should go live the first second.
That would be blast. I'll be broadcasting live a lot from Art Basel this year.
We're gonna be holding up the 10 phone live. The 10 phone the prod. What's it called? The tripod for 10 phones.
Yeah, hold on. I'll probably only broadcast to one live show down there so I don't overwhelm people at a time. I'll just keep switching throughout the day. I think it'll be fun.
David V2002 says Dario Del Toro versus Alec Monopoly.
Well, Dario does Stewie. Dario Del Toro actually works in my studio quite a lot. I let him use my materials, and I've been mentoring him like I did Alec at one time. He's quite a brilliant artist. I think he's going to make it really big. Hey, pass me some red over there. Any jar, bright red. Okay. This is a Soho red. This is the way it comes out of the jar. It's brilliantly red. I don't know if you can see it. It's like so bright.
It's pretty.
One coat coverage too. You can't beat one coat coverage if you're a painter. I'm painting it over black that isn't quite dry, so it will come up a little bit through this for sure, because I know the black underpainting here. This is acrylic. It's still a little wet. If this was oil paint, it'd be a lot easier to overpaint wet on wet. That's what Bob Ross did, is he painted a technique called wet on wet. I can do that in oil painting very easily, but oil painting is tough. You know, it's flammable, it smells bad, it's not good for little houses. Kind of makes a mess, takes a long time to dry, whereas acrylic goes pretty fast. So I'd sure like to do the Bob Ross thing, but do it in, I'm going to make his little boat red too. I'd really like to do the Bob Ross thing, but do it with acrylic paints instead. It's a lot tougher to get nice effects in acrylic, but I think that you can make something, you can make a pretty looking painting pretty fast, and it won't cost you a bundle of money, because oil paints are expensive. Oil paints are quite expensive. So I'll make this little boat red, that'll be nice. Put a little pirate flag out on that ship in a few minutes. Let's go over here.
Have you used the water-soluble oil paints?
I've tried them already. They seem to work just fine, but they're expensive. And if I do a live show, I'd sure like to do a project that people can afford to make. The water soluble ones are interesting because apparently you can mix regular paints into them. I've tried mixing regular acrylics in. They are so different one company to the next. If you buy them, I recommend you start by buying only one company's product, just to show it's better. Here, let me paint some gold in for the money it's going to be. I have to make the treasure map. I think I'll put some bags of money too. I originally hadn't planned to. I gotta let this dry a little bit before I add some more to this area. But I have a color I mix up that I use for all my money bags. I do Mr. Monopoly, Uncle Scrooge, and Richie Rich. I like doing rich people with lots of money. I don't know why. I mean, who the heck likes lots of money? I do. I think they look good in paintings. I like happy, successful people. This will be a treasure map up here. I'd actually already painted some details on this. The only reason I covered them over is to make it easier to paint in. I just painted some black on here so people get an idea what it looks like. I usually save black to dead last. I get the whole painting finished color-wise. All the colors are done, except black. Then I do all the black at once and the painting's instantly over. It's quite an interesting thing to see. But if you're watching live, it's kind of boring to look at a bunch of color blobs and not know what's going on. So I do a lot of outlining early. Probably not the best way to do it, but that's how I have to do it to help out my live viewers. What are they saying out there?
You put a Bitcoin logo on one of the bags.
I will. I've actually been doing that more and more lately. Matter of fact, Christian, pass me some of the Bitcoins over there.
See one of those Bitcoins over there.
I'm doing paintings right now with Bitcoins. Here they are. Here are some Bitcoins. Here's one. Here, I'll hold this one up to this camera up here. I gotta take it out of the little bag here, guys. Hope you're seeing this all right.
Black Corbo says, if you start doing shows like this, I'll try to paint alongside.
Okay. That's what the Bitcoins look like. Aren't they beautiful? They're the size of a US silver dollar and they're gold plated. They're really nice. They're thick. I'm going to be putting these underneath the art resin on a bunch of my paintings. It'll be exciting. Only Mr. Monopoly as a pirate would actually find Bitcoins buried. They're buried treasure. You have to mine them, so.
Yeah, you gotta go find your treasure. You put 100 Bitcoins 7 years ago on one of those laptops.
Oh my God, don't tell anybody about that right now. There's some people here. Guys, about maybe June, July, August 2010 approximately, I was doing a live show in my other building. People were all talking about Bitcoins, how they're going to be the next big thing, and I should buy some Bitcoins and send them online. So I went to the site and I registered and I bought 50 Bitcoins. At the time, I guess you had to buy a block. There's something like a block of 50 coins to buy. So I bought 50 Bitcoins for like $61, I think. 50 Bitcoins. Probably they were out for a month or two, I guess, and I bought them. And I got a code. I got this big long code to access the coins, and I forgot about it until a few months ago. Somebody mentioned, did you buy Bitcoins a long time ago? Yeah, I bought like 50 bucks. It's no big deal. Well, when you bought those Bitcoins, they were probably like nothing, like $1 a piece or something. Yeah, there was something like that. Why? So they're like $6 grand each coin now. It's like, what? I thought they were kidding. And apparently they're not kidding. So now I got to find my old laptop I was broadcasting my live shows from and find that bunch of Bitcoins. If anyone out there knows about Bitcoins, I have somebody watching my live show comments right now. So if you guys need to comment about it, if you can comment and they can say to me what they are feeling as important ones for me to see. But here, I think I'm going to put brass corners on this.
Pinky Penguin says, hi Mike, I started watching your videos in 2009.
Hi Pinky Penguin, thank you so much for being such a long-time fan. I really appreciate it. I mean, really appreciate it. I'm gonna put some money bags here. I'm gonna put some gold bars laying around too, but I want to put money bags first, so I can have the treasure sort of laying on top of everything that's going on. I gotta paint in these bags. I had to wait for the The pirate chest is kind of wet. And when you do acrylic paints, you often have to wait for the coat underneath to dry. You can still do kind of a wet on wet thing. That means that you mix a lot of moisture or wetness into what goes on top. It doesn't always work. You know, you'll often bring up some of the paint from underneath. If this was oil paint, it wouldn't happen. If you're in oil paint, you put down a thick coat of paint first and keep adding.
What's that for?
What? What?
You adding right there?
It's only a money bag.
Oh.
Just like money bags.
Candy Rain on YouTube says, "Hi Mike, long time."
Oh my God! Hi Candy Rain. Used to be a long time live show viewer when I was on Blog TV. Ask if it's the same Candy Rain that was on Blog TV.
Same Candy Rain on Blog TV?
It's on YouTube.
I used to do YouTube Live too. It's hard to remember. I've been on so many systems now. So many failed systems.
Candy says, "Yep."
I thought so.
When is the Art Basel show?
It's like it's the first week or so of December. You can look it up online. Look up Art Basel Miami 2017 and you'll see it.
2 minutes remaining for Instagram.
Instagram, I'll have to restart the show, guys. These paintings usually take 2 hours. I'm about an hour into a 2-hour show. There's going to be a barrel here in this dinghy. Again, I'm just painting this all freehand live with no planning, no pre-drawing, no tracing. This is the way real artists sort of do it. It's what we always used to do. And this is painted over an existing old vintage painting. And the client is right here holding the camera for Instagram. We'll restart the show in just a couple minutes on Instagram Live. YouTube Live, I think you can go for like 6 hours, so I'll leave that show up. That'll continue to go right now.
They said you should do Monopoly in the Last Supper.
It's so funny because I was joking about doing that today, and I was thinking because there are a lot of these old paintings I buy, and there's a lot of old paintings of the Last Supper. They're common, like this big. They're beautiful paintings. And we saw one today. Mike Scringy still works for me. We were at a junk shop. There was a Last Supper painting. I says, I could put like Snow White as Jesus and put all the disciples as the 7 dwarfs, put the heads on. I thought, wow, people would massacre me online. Oh my God, I'd be so trolled. I better not do something like that. I thought about it. Thought went through my head, but I didn't do it. I'm usually pretty good. Hey, Christian, would you get me... There's a bright blue. You see bright blue? It's a solid color, not metal flaked. It's light and bright. Nope.
This?
Yes. Thank you. Cerulean, my favorite. I usually make Mr. Monopoly's lapels. I'm trying to make him look more like a pirate, but I usually paint Mr. Monopoly's lapels cerulean blue. So I'm doing that right now.
There's another blue just like that.
Okay, thanks. That show went down.
Show went down, 462.
The other show will stay on. So watch the YouTube Live show. Try to look at the comments going by, because I can't read the YouTube Live ones, right? Hi, everyone still on YouTube Live. I'm going to be doing this a lot on the channel called Mike Mozart. If you will follow me on Instagram, Mike Mozart, I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to take a break for about 5 minutes before I flip the Instagram show back on. I want to be gone in a minute, guys. And, yeah, this is moving right along, actually. I was going to say, I'll make his shovel red. I'll make this barrel. I'll make the barrel blue. No, it's going to not show up against the ocean.
Ashley Woods says, "Are you planning to come back to YouTube and make more videos? I've been a long time fan of yours."
Yes, I definitely am. They're going to be on the Toy Channel and Jeepers Media. And the channel that you're on right now is Mike Mozart, and this is where my paintings are going to be. So I can keep them all separate from each other. I think this works good. Paintings on Mike Mozart, toy reviews on the Toy Channel, and failed toys on Jeepers Media, and I still have tons of all of those. And
but you still go live on all of them.
Yeah, just stay tuned right now, guys, for a minute. I'll be right back. I'm just going to get up and walk for a second and get a drink of water and everything. I'm not shutting the live show off on YouTube. Remember, anything you guys say in this room, they're going to be broadcast on YouTube Live and recorded, so don't say anything that you don't want anyone to hear. And I'm going to come back and finish this painting in about 1 hour. So in about an hour from now, the painting will be more or less finished. And I'll flip back on Instagram Live in just a minute. And let me take along one of these devices. That's probably charged. Probably this one. Yeah, it's an old one, but it'll work. Oh, that's not bad. That means individual people.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of individual people that come and go. YouTube Live here, when this show's over, right now we have, please don't go anywhere, I'll be right back, I'll be right back. There's about 50 viewers there. By the time this show will be over, there'll be over 1,000 more viewers that have come. They don't show up as a viewer unless they stay there at least 5 minutes. Wow, it's gonna be kind of interesting. I'm gonna make his pirate hat bigger. Remind me his hat used to be about twice as big. I think it's gonna look a lot better. I like the squid's gonna look pretty good too,
Yeah.
actually. I'll be right back. Remember, it's still live.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. That's a neat break. 2 seconds. Just to make sure that nothing goes wrong there. Yeah.
should, I mean, include, if about to die, you charge it.
Okay. Just a second, I'll be right there.
Yep.
So, can you put it on your line? I'm right back on the cam, guys. Just a second. Wow, it's going to be an exciting painting. How is everybody out there? I'm sorry, I'm back. I know you've been waiting for a while for me. I'm here. I need to get up and walk around and get a drink of water. Who vanished 5 years ago? Me or Happy Cabby? Hey, everybody. On a dragon in the sky. Ah ha ha. Oh, I did. Hi, everybody. I'm back. Yes, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be doing Failed Toys and Jeepers Media, painting live and recorded videos on Mike Mozart, and regular toy reviews on the Toy Channel. When I grew a beard, long. Look at this. I cut it back so you won't be too astonished. It was 3 inches longer about a week ago. It grows really fast. So I feel like a pirate. Everybody. I know, but it's back. I'm back. Took me a while to get back here. Arr, I'm doing a pirate. Yeah, too bad. I miss Happy Cabby. That was such a surprise. Well, here, let me get back to this painting because I'm sort of working in a time frame here. And let me plug in the, let me start Instagram Live back up. Here, I'm going to start Instagram Live back up again, guys. It's hard to read the comments, and I'm going to lose my comment assisters for a short while I'm painting. So please tell everyone, Mike can't see the comments right now because he's painting. As soon as his helpers come back, they'll read the comments. I'm going to go back on Instagram Live too. Should go on Periscope now. No, I told people on Instagram I'd be back. Work fine through here. Let's see. Check my notifications here. I see a lot of people now are coming here to look at the new stuff I've posted.
Zaru says, great to see you again.
Oh, that's great. Great to see you guys. See a lot of new followers. So here, I'm going to broadcast live. I have to think here. Checking connection. It says I have a bad connection, but I seem to be going okay. I think it's the cam's going the wrong way. The cam's going the wrong way. I just signed into Instagram Live. I'm on Instagram, Mike Mozart. Don't forget to follow me there. Let's see. I'm back! Hi, everybody. I'm working on a big painting. If you're watching my Instagram Live, it's right here. If you're not going to be here, I'll have the comments turned my way so I can see the comments better.
Stay.
Huh?
I'm going to stay.
You're going to stay? You're not going to go up? There's plenty of places besides Stu Leonard's.
No, I just got a bottle of water.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Hey, Mark Henry. I've been working on a... Yes, I'm not going to do toy reviews tonight here. I'm on Instagram, see? At the same time, see? I'm double dipping right now. Live streaming. I'm making some more videos. And right now I am painting this painting. There's a big painting of a sailing ship. I didn't paint the sailing ship part, but it's a beautiful, huge vintage painting by a famous artist. And I'm painting Mr. Monopoly into it, opening a pirate's dress with a treasure map as a pirate. And he has a little dinghy of booty there. And I have an octopus attacking the ship due to popular demand from people on both channels. Oh, hi. Thanks for that long comment there. This is a comment somebody put on Toy Channel Live. I mean, no, I'm broadcasting on Mike Mozart. I'm going to turn this a little bit this way so you get a little idea of what the painting looks like. So I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll work on Mr. Monopoly some more. I had to let the paint dry. I had to take a break so I didn't collapse, which I still might. You could say that you saw me live collapse from exhaustion. That's how I broke my ribs this summer, by the way. Collapsed live on, no, I wasn't on cam. I wasn't broadcasting. I probably should have been. Then it would have been on TMZ. Here, let me go put the final coats of different colors on this so I can get this done. Now I'm going to put another coat of flesh tone on. One of the few paintings I cannot art resin because I'm painting onto a vintage painting. I'm going to be making videos on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Mike Mozart for painting. I have a lot of channels with a lot more followers and subscribers than that. But I want people to come see my painting videos on Mike Mozart by itself so I can take down the existing ones that are on Jeepers Media and the Toy Channel and just leave those to toys and start doing my toys again. It'll be very exciting. Do this. I'm putting the final coat of Mr. Monopoly's flesh tone color down. And I'll put some on his hands. Like this. And I'm holding the treasure map here. I'm going to make his pirate hat bigger. I think his pirate hat's too small now that I see it. I do these rough freehand just with my imagination, and sometimes I change them as I go along. Put a happy little cloud here, a happy little bush, a happy little squid over here attacking the ship.
Kit Kat 1229 says, "Love you, Mike. I can't wait for your art videos. Me and my grandma will be watching them to practice together because we both paint."
How wonderful. I will do instructional videos and videos showing how I actually make paintings. That'll be fun, so you'll see how I actually make mine. You know, a lot of people will teach you how to do paintings, but it's great to learn paintings from someone who actually makes and sells paintings and knows how to sell them and know how to make them look good. So I think I'm the perfect person to really demonstrate for people what to do. I think it's going to look better. That's a much bigger hat. Pirate hat's usually pretty big. Made that one a little small initially. I'll put the final details in on most of things in a minute. I use a smaller brush than the one I'm using right now.
Grand Gohira says, "Wow, Mike, that picture is amazing."
Yeah, it's barely anything has happened on this painting so far. It will be quite spectacular before I'm done with it. Putting some shadows under these money bags here at the moment. And there'll be a little shadow under this ship, this little dinghy here. I'll make it black inside to make it more three-dimensional.
Castle tattoos. Have you ever did realism?
Yes, absolutely. I just did an example for the visitors here today. It's very difficult to do realism in acrylic paint. This is acrylic paint. Acrylic paint doesn't lend itself to realism, really. It has to be oil paints. I'm very, very good at oil paints. I will do some oil painting lessons, but one of the problems is it's not a good medium for people to use that are amateurs. Mostly because it's very flammable. Because you're going to be using stand oil, turpentine, mineral spirits type mixtures. And they can be quite dangerous. And they're expensive. It's very expensive to paint oil paints. Acrylics are very inexpensive. So I'm going to really focus on how to make a nice looking painting in acrylic paint. That'll be fun and will look pretty good. The realism, I'll do some instructions, mostly just to show that I know how to do it. I'm really good at it. But there's no market for it. Nobody wants to buy realistic paintings right now. The whole market is pop art. Like what I'm doing on my Instagram. I'm Mike Mozart on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram so you can see what I've been up to. You won't be disappointed. The closer I get to the end of paintings, the less I can pay attention to the comments and try to answer them. And I'll start pausing to not talk. As I do these brush strokes, I don't screw them up. I like to concentrate when I make like near the final touches. I'm coming close to that now on a lot of parts of this. So a lot of it now is the details. The details usually require a lot more concentration than the overall painting.
Do you ever mess up something by mistake?
All the time. Every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes. The thing about painting is that you have to be happy there are mistakes, because some of them look better than what you had planned, and you have to be very willing and happy to fix mistakes, because mistakes happen as part of the painting.
Castle Tattoo says you should do realism Monopoly one day with art resin. P.S. Seen Alec painting in L.A. and was ready to paint over it my damn self.
It was so bad. And I did do a realistic Monopoly. If you go on my Instagram, I did a quick realistic one where I really want to start doing them to look like realistic people, or have them more realistic looking. I've been experimenting with it.
And I own it.
Oh, so you're watching, oh, that's right. The gentleman that owns it is sitting right here that bought that first sample. I forgot about that. He knew a buy when he saw it. He snapped that up fast.
It was the first realism Monopoly guy.
That's the first one I've ever painted at all that was more realistic. It's on my Instagram, back a few posts. And I'm branching out. I'm trying to do a lot more. I'm still going to keep doing what I've been doing, Mr. Monopoly, Scrooge, and Richie Rich. But I really want to start, exploring and doing better quality work, more interesting work. This is a pirate chest of money. It'll be more obvious in a few moments. Eli, who is holding the camera right now for Instagram. I started this from a bare canvas, didn't I?
Definitely did.
By painting directly onto it. I didn't draw it in pencil or anything first. I just painted it directly onto this. Just want people to know that I'm going to start painting like this live so they can see that's what I do all the time.
They said, do you collect art?
I don't have much. Just other artists I like. There's a few artists I've really, really liked, and one of them is Adam Dare in New York City. I love his artwork. I don't know why. He's great. I like Damon Johnson in New York City, another New York City artist. So there are quite a few artists I have artwork for that I'll be featuring. I want to feature some of these artists on my live shows that I'm going to be doing, because I like their art so much. There's an artist that's going to be visiting here named Hectad on Instagram. I think his art is wonderful, wonderful artwork. He does a lot of work with murals that have hearts all over them. And it's going to be such a privilege to have him visit my studio. I can't wait for that to happen. I'll be broadcasting live that day so everyone gets to meet him. These are going to be money bags. I'll put a $sign on this one. Mr. Monopoly is known for bags of money with big $signs on them. Other one I'll put Bitcoin on. I forget exactly what it looks like. I think it's like this. I used to draw and paint live for years on old paintings, starting in 1996. How many people were streaming live in 1996? Nobody had bandwidth. Everyone had dial-up. But my office, we had a high-speed connection, and I was broadcasting, painting live shows back in the infancy of the internet. And one of my favorite things to do was buy old paintings, like this vintage painting, and then paint something into it. And it was one of my favorite things to do. And a lot of my fans watching right now will remember those going back decades. And most of them I gave away. There's very few I did not give away. One is here that I finally finished after 10 years, after a decade. And the new owner is sitting here holding the camera. So he came up. There's a lot of details to add to these. What I'm doing right now still require a lot of details, guys. So I'll be here for another hour painting on this live. I know I'm on YouTube Live. Everyone on YouTube Live. I'm also co-broadcasting on Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram, Mike Mozart. And look back on Instagram and you will see all the things I've been up to for the past couple of years. You got to go check it out. Look at the descriptions of my posts, especially a year ago, and you'll discover what happened to me. Something pretty major happened. It was good and bad, and I sure could use your guys' help with the problems associated with it. I think I'm going to be facing quite a few new ones. I'll be adding some more treasure than this.
What is the one toy you want to review but you never did?
There are horses. There are little girls' toy horses that look like the Breyer's Choice horses, except they have on high heel shoes. They come with makeup kits. Horses with high heel shoes. I'm not kidding. And we jokingly call them horses here in the office. We have them kicking around horses. I still have a lot of failed toys here to review. I've actually still been collecting them, especially knockoffs, the past few years. So you guys will really enjoy that. You know, I touch up all these things. I just want you to know that whatever you're seeing out there, guys, this is still early. I still got a lot of touching up to do over the next hour. This is a pirate map Mr. Monopoly's holding.
Victoria Hunley says, I am still subscribed to all 3 channels.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your loyalty there, and I won't disappoint you. I'm back, and I'm having a good time again, and I'll be on all 3, especially Mike Mozart, because I'm doing a lot of paintings, but I'll be back on all the other ones, too.
They're asking if you're going to get to back in wine and beer reviews.
Yes, I'm very interested in that. I've only posted a few, but I want to do a lot more. And I have quite a collection of rare beers here, and I am the expert on beer. I only have one a day, but man, I have the best and the most interesting ones. And I'd like to share some of that information with you guys out there. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And, hold on. I told you, when I'm doing some more details, I have to sort of pay a little bit more attention than normal. So I'm putting some smaller details in this boat here. There's a barrel here that's going to be full of treasure. There's a big money bag here. There's a big money bag here. There's a gold bar here. It's going to say 24K on it. Big gold bar. Oops. Here's a money bag here. The little ropes that hold my money bag shut. And the barrel will have a band here. The barrel will be a different color than that. I'm seeing where I have to put major colors right now. I have to get a finer brush. I got one in my pocket. I walk around all day with brushes in my shirt pocket. When I go out to stores and places, I forget to have all these brushes in my pocket. It's so funny. I'm going to have to wait for a lot of this to dry before I can do my final details on it. There's a lot of wet going on. This is acrylic paint and it just remains wet. Like I just smeared some paint on his face. But I still have to do all the final touch-ups, which is a lot. But I still want to do the remaining major line work, which I'm going to do right now. Pants will be silver. I haven't painted them silver yet. Boots will be black. I haven't painted those in yet. I talk a lot too when I paint, and I'd like to really share a lot of all my painting techniques with all you guys out there. I think I can teach you guys a lot in the materials I use and how to use them properly. This is a treasure map. I'll have the X here. And the X will be red. They're the lines like they have on treasure maps.
They saying, what do you think about eye patch?
Eye patch? What's eye patch?
Pirate eye patch.
Oh, an eye patch! I don't put him on Mr. Monopoly because I think it makes him not look like Mr. Monopoly to have an eye patch. I could add it, But I haven't put an eye patch on one. That's a big painting. That looks like Mr. Monopoly now. I think if you put the eye patch on, it's not going to look like him anymore.
Oh, so leave it like that.
I could always add it at a later date because I can't put art resin on this. And let's see.
No eye patch.
And no eye patch. It's a good idea. I almost added a parrot to one of these. No room here for a parrot. Wouldn't that look cute on one of them?
Mike, we should leave the Bitcoin sign or European pound?
I could add that to a different money bag over here. Let me look up what the European symbol looks like here. Hold on.
I'm talking to my other mic online.
Oh. Let me see. Hold on. I'm just curious. I don't know what the E logo looks like. Hold on. So I'll put one on the boat. I got it. I should be using these a lot more. I just haven't been. I still think I should put a dollar sign on this one.
Mm-hmm.
This will be a lot more detailed when they're done. I paint around a lot more details. It's just I gotta let all this dry. There's so much here to dry. It's sick. Just so much. This is like a bluff, a cliff overlooking this. I'm gonna put some grass around him. I could actually have some footprints going out to the boat. Let me put this down. I'm gonna add some grass, even though it's a little wet for it. I'll still add it.
They said we gotta put the Swiper No Swiper from Dora the Explorer in one of the pieces.
Oh, maybe. Hold on, I gotta get a different brush. Let's see if there's one here. Probably a wet
We could have put one on this one.
A what? Oh, if everyone on YouTube Live, on Instagram, they're seeing another painting that I had painted live 10 years ago that I never finished, of a minion riding a Tyrannosaurus Rex with Calvin and Hobbes in the corner with sharks shooting laser beams in a Thomas Kincaid oil-painted cottage scene. It's actually quite exciting. And I painted Mr. Monopoly into it, and I finished the painting. I actually finished it after 10 years.
2017.
Yeah, so it was a long time ago. Hey, Christian, could you give me some green? There's like a dark green and a light green over there. You'll see them. I want to say Soho. There should be a darker one that says Soho too.
Yep.
Okay, guys. I'm going to start adding some green. There'll be a bunch of it here and there. Remember, this is still rough. This is all completely freehand painted. Hence why it's so rough. But I don't mind. I like doing these a lot. I used to do these a lot for years, where I took existing old vintage paintings I used to find, and I used to embellish them by adding, different things, different elements that weren't there originally. And I started doing them in the 90s, in the infancy of live streaming. And a lot of my early videos in very poor resolution still exist. I'm doing a lot. I did a lot of these around 2004, 2005, 2006 as well. And I never stopped doing them for decades. I haven't done them for a couple years live, but I've still been doing them. I was probably one of the very earliest people to take old existing paintings and as a joke paint into them. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of it. I decided that I'm going to start doing it because I enjoy doing it so much live. I usually do them pretty fast. There's been a lot of interest in buying them actually from people. So what the heck, here, I'll do some live. So this is some grass overlooking the shore. Except right where this pirate chest was dug up, so I'm putting some grass back here. It actually adds some color to this painting, which is very monochrome, very blue, very, very, very blue painting. This lighthouse back here, I'm adding some grass and bushes around that too. When I got this painting, this was an island, a little tiny island with a lighthouse. So what I did is I built up the island and changed the lighthouse, so that Mr. Monopoly would seem also like he is on a bluff overlooking a sandy beach on a cliff. Because he is a pirate and he has his treasure map and he's discovered his treasure. And I added this to this painting. I'm going to make that a pirate ship. I haven't put the pirate flag on yet. And on the other end of the pirate ship, down on that end, guys, there is a squid attacking it. I'm going to turn this just for a second. There's a giant squid attacking this ship. This was a beautiful painting painted by a master of seascapes. Well, this acrylic paint that I'm using will remove. If need be, this can be removed from the painting. I'm actually going to add some of that green down there, but it's way down there. The painting's 58 inches long, so I'm going to finish this area up here first and then make my way down there. Hold on. It's kind of fun, actually. Isn't it coming along? I don't like it. I like to do something that looks like bushes around this.
What's your best ancient signs for that treasure chest?
What?
They saying put some signs or something on the treasure chest.
I don't know. Usually whenever they're shown, they're usually kind of blank. So I'm going to leave that one kind of blank. I'll put more treasure. I'll put more detail into it. But I don't want to put the wrong signs. It'd just be my luck. I'd put some demon summoning signs, and then there'll be demons here. It's my luck. Something stupid like that would happen.
It's gonna be the Monopoly looking for Egyptian treasure soon.
Yeah, there'll be definitely that will be happening.
Where can we watch your old streams?
A lot of them, they were on Blog TV till Blog TV closed down. I made a lot of copies of them, and the ones that were on you now, I've made copies of a lot of those. I'm going to try to upload them to a new channel that I'll call Archive on YouTube. There's probably 400 live streams representing about 300 paintings in the course of doing toy reviews and things, which I think you'll all enjoy. I have to let this dry a little bit. Maybe I'll work on that squid down there. What color should I make that squid to make him stand out? It can't be blue or gray because he won't stand out. I haven't seen a red squid.
Or black ice flake, metal flakes?
No, it won't show up that good. Orange? I think orange will look too cartoony. Like this doesn't look cartoony.
Let's see.
Because I have to let this dry over here. There's an awful lot of wet going on.
It says they saying pink squid, pink and yellow,
orange and red.
Red would be the best color because there's red going on over here and it'll help spread that color over there. Could be green because I have the green grass over here and I'm putting more green here. I can make him green.
Washed out salmon.
Now they'll look like Caucasian flesh tone then. What about well, what would you like to see there?
I mean, whatever you think.
Let's see.
Purple.
Whatever you think will pop up the most.
I can make him gold, like the gold treasure. And gold would look like I put gold metal flake on him. He'd be like a treasure beast. What do you think? Make him tan.
It could be dark red. I mean pink reddish with the sparkling.
No, I don't think it can't be pink. I don't think
or
pink
red with the sparkles.
Red would probably be the best color. It will stand out the most. No, I'll make him red, I guess. I gotta move my whole camera and stuff over here a little bit. Here it goes. Moving over here. So let's see. I'm gonna make this giant squid red. And if you've seen Japanese anime, don't mention it here. Because we all know where this goes, if you've ever seen that. Let me...
What color's the Kraken? Google.
I'll make it red. I'll brush some gold on it, I think.
Make them red and gold.
I'm thinking of that, yeah.
You think he should have jewels on?
No, we can't get too crazy here. It'd be red and gold.
The Kraken has a lot of different colors.
Well, I can't go too crazy with colors here. It'll hurt the picture. It has to look like pop art. This is all painted in here freehand, guys, I assure you. No reference, no projectors, no tracing, nothing but just literally throwing the paint onto the canvas randomly.
Red with blue dots.
I'll make the undersides of the legs bright gold, I think, and put the little suckers on the bright gold.
So Victoria says, what about barrels of rum somewhere?
That's going to be hard to add that. I want to concentrate on the treasure rather than alcohol right now. He's just dug up buried treasure.
Dario Del Toro say, Dale, Uncle Mike.
Oh, hey, Dario Del Toro.
He says he's going to be here tomorrow. Get ready for a lot of work.
Black Corvo is in one of the live streams, probably on the YouTube live stream, Dario Del Toro. He's from Brazil. So I guess he will be showing up for the live shows. That'll be kind of exciting. Dario Del... Go ahead.
Lowell Mayo, what a cool stream.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I'll be doing a lot of live painting and drawing. And I do everything freehand. No reference. Just do it. And I'll be doing an awful lot more of it. And I think you'll all be very happy when you see it happening. I'll try to stream almost all my artwork. Record it. So everyone will know that I'm actually creating it. Unlike other fake artists out there. I think some of my people watching on Instagram may know who I might be referring to. By the way, how many people are watching on Instagram? Can you tell?
27.
27. Okay, hold on. It's not a big crowd, but a lot of people watch it, the recording after it's recorded. This is, for anyone watching on Instagram, this is part 2 of a much longer show. They shut off automatically after an hour.
It's 2 in the morning where Victoria lives.
Must be in the UK. Hi, UK.
Shamir Mercer says, this is an amazing end to a day. Thank you.
Well, thank you for dropping by. I'll be doing lots more of these. They'll be recorded and they'll actually be instructional, showing people how to do these different techniques. And I know a lot of them. I've been doing this for 35 years. And I'm really counting on all my loyal YouTubers to help me out in some matters coming up very quickly. So it'll be very wonderful if you guys could you'll understand when the time comes.
Martha Pozo says, oh Mike, it's like seeing a dear old friend again. Lovely painting, by the way.
Thank you. I love doing these live paintings again. The added red octopus here was a crowdsourced addition to this painting. This is a vintage, beautiful old ship painting, and I am painting directly onto a canvas that was made about 80 years ago. And I am adding Mr. Monopoly as a pirate and this squid attacking this beautiful old sailing ship. I think the original artist would be mortified if he knew. I hope he passed away peacefully several years ago, so he doesn't have to endure seeing this happen. But I used to do this a lot. I used to do a lot of live shows where I would paint things into existing old paintings. I miss doing it, so I decided I want to start doing it again with Mr. Monopoly. Finding old paintings that I could add Mr. Monopoly to, that would be fun. And this is quite a blast, I must say.
Upshift65 asks, Mike, what do you think of digital painting?
I won't do it. I think it's nice, but that's why I stopped doing illustration years ago, is that all the art directors wanted digital. And I learned how to do it the old-fashioned way. And that's what I really want to teach people now in YouTube videos, is how to do it the way I learned how to do it 30 years ago, 35 years ago. How to put the paint on the canvas and use a brush. This looks like Clifford the Big Red Dog Squid. Just notice the color to me is very Clifford the Big Red Dog. Hold on. I'll let him dry a little bit. I'm going to put gold underneath the tentacles, which will make them look more squiddish. Squidward. For anyone that knows what that is. Do you know what that is?
You're like Clifford the Squid.
Clifford the Squid. No, I was actually doing SpongeBob there.
Samuel the supersized squid.
Sounds like someone that would be a viewer. Samuel the supersized squid.
Why not Zoidberg? Holster Magnus.
I'm going to be doing a lot of paintings of Bender. That's going to be a new character I'm going to be doing quite a lot of, is Bender, guys, if you're interested. Because he's rich. Well, he likes to think he's rich. He likes to steal from other people. He drinks, he smokes, he gambles. He's a jerk. So I think he'll be fun to paint. And I'll throw Zoidberg into some of those. I got a nice red for him.
Where ink do you teach?
I'm going to be teaching live. I'm going to be showing people all my secrets. Live stream like this. It'll be a blast. I needed some silver. Hey Mike, the old Block TV fan base is here. Tabby C, Black Corvo, like the whole crew is here.
Grand Gohira says, Dear Mike, will you do more clown reviews with Scringy?
I suppose.
Scringy's retired.
Scringy claims he's retired, but he's just lazy. You might have heard that. Nope, guess not. They would come screaming in. I'm not lazy. I don't feel like doing this shit anymore. So we'll see what happens. I'll try. It's raining. Black was a little wet. I put that red on.
They're saying, how do you break your ribs? Can you elaborate on more on that?
Yes, I was sitting on a tall stool, painting on a Lamborghini painting this summer, and I fell asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning with a brush in my hand. I fell off the stool. The tall stool's right there. If you cast the camera toward it, that's the exact stool I fell off of. And I hit the back of a metal chair. The metal chair the skeleton is sitting in over here, but you can't really see it. And broke 3 ribs and had some internal injuries and was in tremendous pain for weeks. It was a terrible, terrible, painful accident to have. But I'm cured, I'm healed up now, but it took a lot of healing and a lot of pain and a lot of time. Put me behind on a lot of things, including my Art Basel paintings, which I'm working furiously on, and some of the commissions I'm still desperately trying to finish that I got put behind on.
Brooklyn Auto Sales want to see the Lamborghini.
It's right in the office. They can actually take the camera and walk it in and show them.
This one?
Yeah.
What are your plans for Halloween?
I don't know, probably drawing and painting live. The painting's finished, it's just awaiting approval. It might be buried behind something else. It's the most metal flake painting I've ever made. It's my best painting.
Chip Bunk says, I randomly thought Mike Mozart and searched it, and I was happy to see you live. So hello.
Hi, good to see you here. Came at the right time. Hey Eli, come back in.
Just show them two pieces.
Which two? Which two?
The Lamborghini and the other Scrooge diving in.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah,
That's
huge.
that's something I made last summer. That's something that I made just before I fell over.
It's huge.
I never even advertised it. It's 4x5. Still have not advertised it for sale. It was one of the things I was trying to finish this summer when I got hurt.
Is it done?
It's done. I just haven't advertised it. I got so far behind on everything here, I stopped posting a lot of original things just so I can finish commissions. Most of the work, that's why I've posted so little lately. It's been all about finishing commissions and getting them out because there have been so many. Let me get this here. Putting details in right now.
Everybody keeps asking, how do you do metal flakes?
That's a secret. It's you can buy the metal flakes. I can tell you where to get the metal flakes from. Just buy them on eBay or Amazon.com. But the exact secret I use to actually apply them, you'll actually see live. You'll actually see me applying them live. But I mix them with different mediums to make them stick right. And those mediums and formulas, I'm not telling anybody. It took me months to figure them out. I must have $10,000 in supplies figuring out those details.
Grand Gohira says, that Kraken looks so cool. If my ship was going to be attacked by a Kraken, I want it to be that red one.
Looks like the Clifford, the big red Kraken. I'll be adding more details to that. That's just rough colors right now. I'm putting in, just a lot of this is wet because I'm trying to go too fast. I'm actually trying to do this in under 2 hours. It's a lot because the painting is a lot larger and a lot more detailed than I normally would do in that time frame, but I'm trying. I'm going right along. I'm not being messy or anything. I'm being very careful.
How many commissions do you do a month?
Well, I haven't taken any new commissions in almost a year. None. Because I'm trying to finish commissions and get artwork ahead for the shows. So I stopped taking them. I'll be taking commissions again in February once all of my existing commissions are all done and shipped and everything's fine. All the shows are over and I had a break because I'm creating a lot of new artwork and a lot of new shifts in my style. And the people that have commissions that I haven't shipped yet are getting very unusual paintings because they'll be some of my finest ever made with my first looks. You know, my beautiful metal flake and everything else I worked so hard to achieve. And the last few commissions I have are the masterpieces of style, the real masterpieces of that look and style. Scringy's here. Say hi, Scringy.
Hey.
Say a little louder. The cameras aren't too good here.
Hello.
Norm Santoro's here. Tabby C is here. Black Corvo is here. Aaron Kampf is here. It's like the old Block TV heaven here, Mike. From the live shows from a decade ago that we used to do so many of. I'm going to try to start doing everything live. I want people to see that I'm doing all this work myself, freehand. It takes a while from the point I'm at right now. Now this is still just the basic paints, the basic outlines. I do a lot of very, very, very detailed work from this point with smaller brushes than this. But I'll be doing that live too so people can see it. I want people to know I'm actually doing this. Unlike other people like Alec Monopoly that have a team of artists producing their paintings. Geez, I wish I had a team here making them for me so I could travel around the world and enjoy myself while other people work. Oh well.
Did you sell most of your toys or in the still in the warehouse?
I still have them all. Right here in this building.
Oh.
That's why the building's so huge. It's all full of toys. Let's see.
Does Alec do any of his own artwork?
He does. He definitely did that Mike Tyson that he just posted. That travesty. Sorry, I didn't like it. Yeah, I'm like Simon Cowell. I tell it like it is.
He does some.
I'm probably going to do a painting of Mike Tyson, just so I can show how I would have painted that painting. Yeah, but I would really say he did that. I have a few paintings that he did paint. I picture stuff that I know he did do directly because I used to mentor him, so I can show everyone what his real art style looks like, and it doesn't look like what's being churned out now. His little team there is pumping them out like candy bars. It's all supply and demand. I think he's making way too much supply for his amount of demand. I'm only making as many paintings as I actually can paint myself, and I'm going to start proving them live, so we're going to say, oh, Mike Mozart is actually painting them live, and he really doesn't make that many paintings because he spends a lot of time hand painting them live. So you got a little black on this frame here. I'm going to, I want to paint some jewels sort of spilling out of the frame down here.
Pearl, diamonds, rubies.
Do you think that's an idea? That'd be cool.
Yeah, pearl,
Because this
diamonds.
frame is going to definitely stay with us. I think that'd be a cool thing to add. I'm going to use a little Windex, guys, to take off this little bit of black. Even though I planned to put some jewels and things there. I'm using Windex. It's awful. I sent somebody out to get me Windex, and they got me yellow Windex. So it looks like something else. Oh, gosh. I keep Windex around to take paint off things I really don't want to be on there. Hold on. Just plain Windex works really good on acrylic paint. I feel bad you guys are staying so late. Just saying at any time, you're welcome to go and I'll finish this picture to pick it up. Like the other one from last week. I know.
He said, just learn something new.
Yeah, Windex takes off acrylic paint very easily. I use it all the time, especially when I'm using art resin and I paint on a resin surface. I use Windex to take it off if I don't like the lines. And there are a lot of lines in different parts of even this painting I don't like, so I use Windex to get rid of them, or I'll paint over them a little bit, which I'm doing right now. I'm actually feeling pretty good. This makes me feel good to paint live. I used to do this all the time and I loved it so much and I miss it. Feels sort of good to be doing it again so much. Again, this is early in this painting. This painting still needs a lot of detail and stuff. It was painted, and it will be as finished and nice as the other paintings I normally do, the ones you're accustomed to. Matter of fact, Christian, oh, I didn't know if you were sleeping. I need some silver. They'll say golden silver on it. Golden silver. But it's a silver color, like bright silver.
Gotcha. Where can we purchase your paintings?
You can buy them directly from me, or you can buy them from 212arts.com. The link is in my Instagram profile. You can go to that link and at least get an idea what my paintings sell for. And almost all the paintings there are sold out. There's like 2 or 3 unsold paintings. All the rest are gone. Because they sell very quickly as soon as I post them there. I don't sell these live show ones like this that I'm doing on that site. These are mostly for office visitors. You'd have to actually come to the studio here. I call it office. You have to come to the studio to get one of these made for you. And you have to sit while I'm doing it. Like Eli is, late at night, exhausted, wanted to leave hours ago. Had all kinds of technical difficulties setting this up to make this show work perfectly.
Everything's great.
Next time we do this, we'll do it on a bigger channel. Try to drive people to Mike Mozart, because I don't want to I don't really want to broadcast live on Cheapers Media and the Toy Channel to people that aren't interested in the art. And guys, everyone on YouTube Live watching me right now, see my hat? It says Instagram Mike Mozart. Go to Instagram Mike Mozart and read the descriptions of what's going on there, and you'll find out what I've been up to all this time. And read the descriptions of the posts. Try and post a little closer, because I think you'll find it very interesting what happened to me over the past 2 years when I haven't been on YouTube. Very interesting.
Where do you draw your inspiration from?
My imagination, or whatever the client wants. Pretty imaginative. I have really good ideas. I have notebooks full of ideas I have not painted yet. I'm going to. I like moving ahead and adding new techniques, new paint techniques, new looks. Paints I develop. I'm so unsatisfied with most of the paints I mix. At least 50% of my paints are custom mixed by me, because I don't think there's a good one out in the public to use. And I'm pretty happy to tell people if I find a really good paint that I like, to share it with them. I would say the biggest thing I could share is to use a brand called Soho Urban Artist.
How long do you take to take paint? How long does it take the paintings?
This type? It can be well, for a painting like this, it could be 2 to 4 hours.
2 to 4 hours.
But for a painting that are elaborate, like my Alec Monopoly on the Wall Street Cross, or I did a Lamborghini one. The Lamborghini one was over 140 hours.
A Lamborghini, 140 hours?
Yeah, because I spent so much time metal flaking it.
Jesus.
The metal flake takes forever.
Dotario said, what channel on YouTube, Mike?
On YouTube, Mike Mozart on YouTube. Same channel name as I have here on Instagram. Is Dario Del Toro still here watching?
Yep.
It is Dario Del Toro.
Ferb Tinker from YouTube says, Mimo, I have something very, very, very important to tell you. Hi.
Oh, well, if you have something important to tell me, just send me a private message on Instagram. I'm more likely to check that than YouTube.
We're in Alex Mike Tyson is trash.
Oh my God, it's so pitiful. It's so ludicrously pitiful. I'm going to paint one just to show what it would have looked like if I had designed it for him and sent him the drawings to project and trace. You guys will really see the difference in what it would have been. It would have been really nice. But Alec can hire people from Craigslist to go do his art, you know, and churn them out like candy bars. So God bless him if that's what he wants, you know.
What brand is your brushes and where can I get some?
Oh my God, I have the best brushes in the world. I buy them from Target and the kids' craft department. And the line is called Homemade. The ones that have brown handles like this, those are the best brushes ever. They never lose bristles. You can leave them in water for days. They don't warp. The paint doesn't chip off. They're the best. And there's a line from Michaels. I'll be making a video on YouTube explaining precisely what brushes I use and where to get them from. They're the cheapest brushes. It's like the cheapest brushes are the ones that work the best for me.
Something happened to the live on Instagram.
Could have gone down because it was an hour.
Victoria Huntley has been here since the beginning. She says, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Thanks for stopping, Victoria. I really appreciate you coming to visit. I'll be doing a lot more. Follow me on Instagram.
A lot of people are asking, when are you going to do toy reviews again?
I'm going to start them almost immediately. I have lots of failed toys and great toys to review. I'm just trying to get back into everything that's happening. Plus, YouTube is having a lot of problems now with their creators, and I don't know how it affects me yet.
Ferb Tinker says, Target, here I come, after the brush comment.
I know, I can get up in a second and get a box of what the brushes look like that I use. Oh my God, they come in all different sizes. They're so cheap. Target. They're called handmade, and they have brown handles. They're in the kids' craft department, like where the Crayola stuff is. They're the best brushes ever. And I tested a lot of brushes, and they're about the cheapest brushes you can buy. They're so inexpensive, and the quality is so good. Very distinctive box.
Should I launch this again?
Well, yeah, it's the second. You know how to launch it?
Yes.
Yeah, launch it.
Graham Gohira says, I'm going to bed. Keep up the great work, Mike.
Thanks so much for stopping by. I'll be back more.
Nick Nack Paddywhack says, what's your favorite scene from the film Chef by John Favreau?
I haven't seen it.
It's a very good movie. Chef. Funny.
Oh my God, what am I missing? I haven't seen it. I've been working too many hours to see movies, except Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I saw the new It movie. That movie rocked.
About 30 people on here. Tell them what you're doing.
Oh, I am embellishing a beautiful vintage painting. A beautiful seascape by a very talented artist from the 1940s. It's a large painting, about 55 by 32. And I am adding Mr. Monopoly as a pirate taking up buried treasure. And I have a big squid octopus monster attacking the ship, which doesn't have much detail or color in him yet. And I have a little dinghy down here by the water that he's going to carry all the treasure back in. And I've adapted the picture quite a lot. I have the before pictures of this, and I'll post them on Instagram showing before and after my embellishments. I'm going to paint some lines onto this pirate's just to make it look more like wood. I still play Pokemon Go. Not many people would admit that. Hey, they have special monsters out right now, including Sableye. Ooh, Sableye. And you get twice the candies, and you accumulate miles twice as fast when you're walking your buddy monster, your buddy Pokemon.
B Sparkles keeps saying you just messed up an old painting.
I know. I'm sorry.
Brian H says, hello, Mike.
Hi, Brian H.
Classy Mexican on YouTube says, I'm still trying to level up my Kadabra into an Alakazam.
Really? The best thing to do is go to thesilthroad.com and find a nest of Abras. Because he needs candy to do that. So he's going to need Abra candy. I'm quite the Pokemon Go expert. I'm embarrassed to say. Please don't make too much fun of me.
For sure, for sure.
Now a lot more detail is going to start coming into everything here. This looks kind of wet though here.
Ferb
No.
Tinker asks, when did you first start YouTube?
In 2005, when the beta first started, they actually had a counter to show how many people had joined. I put my first channel on YouTube when I became the 54th person to ever register on YouTube in 2005 during their beta. The lines on these coins are a little thick, so I'm thinning them out. This painting started with nothing on it about 2 hours ago, guys. Except the beautiful painting the original artist had put. This area of the sea where Mr. Monopoly was blank. There was nothing here. There was a little island with this lighthouse on it. And I adapted that little island with the lighthouse into a shoreline. So the boat can be brought in from the pirate ship, which I haven't put the flag on yet. So I have the little dinghy here. I created a little shoreline area, which I'll make look more sandy. And there's going to be more treasure here, which I'm going to start adding right now, and add more coins. Because now I feel confident that, you know, the shoreline is more or less done. At least the basics are down, so I can start adding more coins, more jewels and things. I think I'd like to put a couple coins like he's throwing them. Put one in his hand. I'll put one here. Make them a little bit bigger.
You're saying you should do the Monopoly characters, Mona Lisa.
I don't think it'd look that good. Google Mr. Bean Mona Lisa and see what I mean. I don't think it'll be as good as you might think. Put a crown in here somewhere, some stuff like that. I'll wait until the end and put whatever fits here that I think is going to look good.
You should have some pearls coming out of there.
Definitely going to have, those have to go at the very, very, very end because they're white. You know, if I put diamonds and things, they have to come at the very end because I have to overpaint them onto this. There can't be anything else in the way.
And a ruby?
Oh yeah, I'm going to put a lot of stuff like that. I just got to put the very, 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 very end.
Jamie says, painting looks great, Mike.
Thanks so much. It's going to actually look a lot better. It doesn't look as good on YouTube as I'd like. The camera should be on the other side of me, but it's okay right now. This is just a test. It's my first time broadcasting on Mike Mozart Live ever, and it's probably the first time anything's been posted on it in probably 5 to 7 years, except for videos of my dogs and just stuff like that. There. Buckle on his boot there. Let's see. I'll put more details on the coins. Anything else that's treasure will have to go on top of this treasure, which will be fine.
It could be one big crown next to the Bitcoin bag.
Where? Here?
Like on that side. Next, like right in front of, yeah. Right,
Here?
right there, yeah.
Put it there. I don't think it should be laying on the ground though. It should be like on a corner or something, you know what I mean? Or sitting up higher, or maybe here in this area. Make it look more important.
Okay.
Like maybe like that.
Is it Uncle Money bags or penny bags?
Uncle Penny bags. Rich Uncle Penny bags. This crown. And I said I don't want to put anything here until I get the details on this completely done. I'm going to put like a gold chain there too. It needs a lot of little details. These details everywhere. There's going to be a little gold bar here. I might adding another gold bar. I will make this a gold bar here. I have some coins and stuff coming off of this. You know, like one here. tough over the pattern, but I think it's going to look interesting. It's going to be obvious what's going on. Especially since this is never going to be coming out of this frame ever. It's going to be a permanent match to this painting. Maybe I'll make another gold bar here. I'll put one here. Well, there's no outline around it yet, so it doesn't look quite gold bar-ish.
They're asking are you going to put jewels and gold?
Yeah, they got to go at the very end. There's a lot of gold and gold coins here right now, but other jewels are more complicated. And they're small. They have to be painted in after all the other details are done. It's like the metal flake comes at the very, very end. And little tiny details like that have to come very, very, very at the end.
Brick Canvas says hi, Mike.
Which one?
Brits.
Brit's Canvas. Hey. Good to hear from you. There'll be a lot more detail in this, guys. Working on it.
Vanessa says, man, I am loving the little details you're putting on the Monopoly guide.
Oh, a lot more are coming. Thanks for the compliments, but there's going to be a lot more detail on there. This is still so rough. It's like the magic all happens in the last few minutes. Like the last few minutes, everything seems to come together fast. I'm almost up to that point. I'm also probably going to put a white force field around him. That's like a white line to make him stand up from the background. Things like that I do last, like very, very, very last. Carrying this parchment map, so I'm putting some lines on it to indicate that it's sort of old and wrinkly. I'll put some details in this little lighthouse in the background too. Just a moment. Now a lot more details can go in because it's closer to the end. Now I'm going to use the little brush a lot more and clean up an awful lot of these little lines. You sit here for a few hours, you get awfully stiff, tired. Thanks for your patience, everyone that's hanging out here. I'm going to start adding some lines that'll make him really look more finished. And I need this white. The closer the paintings get to completion, the less I talk.
Steve NJ1. Tomorrow's his birthday.
Happy birthday! Well, at least a day early.
It looks like Uncle Pennybags.
It is. and it said Uncle Pennybags as a pirate. I'm known for that character. Go to my Instagram. I'm Mike Mozart on Instagram. And a lot of this information is explained why I do this character. You'll see it in a lot of the descriptions on my pictures. I'm very famous for this particular character. This and Uncle Scrooge McDuck. Because I was one of the artists doing licensed products for DuckTales. Back when DuckTales first came out. Back in the day. The white outlines are make him stand out against the background. Called a force field.
Are you good at it?
I'm done. Sierra Stubbs on YouTube's ad. What was your favorite toy review?
Kaba Kick. The Japanese toy where kids commit suicide by just putting a gun to their head. It's a real toy.
What?
Probably have one of the only ones in the world mint in the box.
Who's here?
Yes, sir. Gossamer? Gossamer. Yeah, Gossamer.
Should put some more lines on the pirate chest. This is a great thing for pop artists to put these little white outlines around art. Called a force field. They can be different colors besides white. But they help really pop out a character, make a character really stand out against the background, or whatever elements you want to really be focused on in the picture. I still use black outlines. I'm adding more black outlines to this too, but the white really help out here.
Cause and Effect says, I gotta go, but I look forward to more light painting. You're amazing, Mike. Take care.
Well, thanks very much. I really appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for the compliment.
Skippy Peanut Butter 1946 says, Mike, you're a YouTube royalty.
Thank you for saying that. Thanks for remembering the old days when I was one of the top channels. I was high as number 20 most subscribed all time, where all the music channels came in, and all the commercial companies came in. I was one of the big people there. It's hard to believe now after all this time. feel bad keeping you guys here so late. It's not this show was just such a nightmare. I'm gonna put the pirate flag up in the ship too.
Right.
What?
I'm upstairs
Oh, okay.
smoking a pancake.
You may be taking a nap.
Who, me?
No, Stringy. Might be taking a nap up there because
Oh.
he's lazy. Go ahead. Go wake him up.
Sure.
Ashley on Instagram asked, "Do you go to any Comic-Con?"
I did for quite a while as Mike Mozart because I used to be famous on YouTube for toy reviews, and I used to appear with wow, a lot of the famous people from the old days. I'm going to be doing it again probably for being an artist and for being on YouTube because I'm going to really reinvigorate my YouTube channels again, bring them all back. I think people want to see them all again. It's going to be very exciting. I used to go to the Comic Cons just for the fun of it, too. Let's see. It takes a while to make the little paintings come along, doesn't it? It's a lot of work. Is there a brighter pink there? I mean, it's like sort of like this flesh tone, but a little pinker. Should be a jar of it over there. You'll see it. You should. Sort of pinky. Pinkier. Not that. No. It's like the Monopoly flesh, but pinkier. No. Guess you're not going to be able to find it easy. No. No, don't worry about it. I'm going to put some of the final details on this so I can put all the little jewels and things I want to put. I have to keep waiting for stuff to dry so to put the details in.
You want me to go check on the shelf over there, the pink?
No, it's okay. I can get it later. It's something I can put at the very end.
Kim on Instagram asked, "Did you help with any work on Disney movies?"
I haven't done anything directly with Disney in probably 15 years. It's been a while. I've done an awful lot of products, Disney products, for years. Designs and the artwork. In the old days.
Will you post this paint finished on Instagram?
Yep. Probably not tonight, but I will post it.
What color have you thought of filling in the octopus's eye?
Probably pearl white. Very reflective pearl metallic white.
What is your favorite Disney character? Sierra asked on YouTube.
Wow. The horse from Tangled.
That kid Josu says, "Thanks for being a great role model and getting me back into art."
Well, thanks. I'll be doing a lot more art, and you'll have a lot of fun with it. I'll teach a lot of my secrets.
B Sparkles asks, "Bam, how long have you been painting?"
35 years.
When did you first start painting the Monopoly Man?
The first work I did professionally was I did McDonald's. There was a promotion, you know, the Monopoly scratch-off things. They used to be scratch-offs when they first came out, probably around 1987, 88. Whenever it came out, I did it for a couple of years. So I did Monopoly Guy a long time ago, and I did a few special edition Monopolies too, which I'll be posting on Instagram. Just to show how long I've been doing this character. Not some Johnny-come-lately. I'm the real OG of this character. This and Uncle Scrooge, because I did him for DuckTales products 25 years ago or so. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Woo woo. Everyone knows DuckTales knows what that is.
The real OG.
Tales of daring, do bad and good luck tales, woo woo.
How much time you have spent on this painting tonight?
About 2.5 hours.
Question from YouTube. Have you seen the DuckTales reboot?
Yeah, they're okay, but they kind of remind me of Russian cartoons from the 60s. They look like instantly dated. I don't know if they look good dated in a good way, but they're interesting.
The Lord on Instagram says, "You're the real OG."
Thank you. I drew Richie Rich for belts and shoelaces and clothing back in the 1990s, early 1990s, when the cartoon show was on. There used to be a Richie Rich cartoon show where he looked a little bit older than he did in the comics. And I did a little bit of licensed product for them. For rack jobbers. For the people like Jay Rue that used to do like water pistols and high bounce balls. I don't even know if they exist anymore. They were really huge. Those, especially all those different jobbers that were like that. The jobbers were the people that go in and like stock the store shelves with knickknacks and things. Oh, the good old days of doing all that artwork.
Have you painted Magica Dispel? Not sure if I
Yes,
spelled it.
Magica Dispel, one of my favorite characters ever. Yeah, I haven't painted her in modern times now, but that's a character I had to paint a lot because that was a feature character. That was one of the most evil characters in DuckTales because she was always after Uncle Scrooge's lucky #1 dime. And she was a real witch that could cast spells. She was like one of my favorite characters. She was so evil. And there is one of those little pop-up figures available of her as a GameStop exclusive right now. I'd really like to stop and get one. I've got to stop and get it before they sell out. And I have to pay a scalper price on eBay if I don't do it.
Random question. What's your favorite cereal?
Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms is the most delicious breakfast cereal that's ever been created. A little interesting fact for anyone watching. Lucky Charms marshmallows are the exact same taste, texture, and flavor as circus peanuts. The candy that's marshmallows that everyone hates. They just don't know that it's the Lucky Charms material exactly. I think that's hilarious that nobody knows that. They taste real good when they're small and milk.
Andres on YouTube says Frosted Flakes. This is
Frosted Flakes are pretty good. I think those are also great.
Which time zone are you in?
The New York time zone, Eastern. Right outside New York City.
Ninja Star on YouTube says, "Hey Mike."
Hey Ninja Star.
The kid Josu says, "Would you ever draw a Pokemon character?"
I used to do them professionally. I did Pokemon Pogs back when Pogs were popular, when Pokemon were popular. I did Pokemon stickers for vending machines. I did a lot of artwork back in the day. That's why I like Pokemon Go so much now. Is I had done artwork back in the day when Pokemon came out, was a popular licensed brand. I did some party goods. I love Team Rocket. I was always rooting for them. Jesse, James.
Javier says on Instagram, "I've been watching since your first toy review."
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's actually changed a lot since Eli went upstairs, hasn't it? It gets near the end. The more they get near the end, the faster they change.
Who's the original painting by?
It looks like Haskell. If you look up the name online, see he does ship paintings. This isn't the only one. There are quite a few of them out there. He's known for it at the time, apparently.
Jenna on Instagram asks, "Do you sell merch?"
Do I sell much?
Merch, like merchandise, like shirts, Mike Mozart hats, things like that.
No, just a few limited edition pins by a company called Trippy Pins. But they're very limited, like 50 pins. Go to trippypins.com and you'll see some of my pins. There should be a few left over. They sell out pretty fast, but there should be some. I'll be doing a pin soon of this picture. You can show them the skeleton on the cross. This Mr. Monopoly has the skeleton on the Wall Street cross. That's going to be one of my newest pins. Moving along. Getting there. I got enough detail now on the pirate chest so I can start putting stuff draped over it so it'll show up. So I'll put some pearls there hanging over it. Well, the black's still a little wet. I think it's going to be a problem there. So I'll make that barrel there tan. I'll make it a gold color. Like this one. This is rose gold, a real pretty rose gold color.
People asking where can they find your art prices.
You can go to my Instagram profile. My Instagram is Mike Mozart on Instagram. Go there and follow me. And there's a link right on my profile to a gallery in New York that sells my paintings. The prices may seem high, but it's almost all sold out. Look how many paintings. Keep scrolling down through. I have over 100 paintings that are all sold. There's only like 3 unsold paintings on the whole site. That's quite amazing. And they sell as fast as I can make them for them. Sure, I'll find that pink I was looking for before.
You want me to go check?
I'll go check. Just hang here with the crowd. Still a lot of little details. Well, there's other stuff I can do on this. Hold on.
What was the biggest piece, commission / art project you've done in your career?
I've done whole walls years ago, but I'm doing a lot of things right now. I just can't show my commissions. I don't want to talk about them because they're private. A lot of people don't want their commissions revealed publicly.
You're gonna wrap this up soon, Mike?
Yeah, it's real close. Look how close this is.
I know, but they're not gonna be able to take it anyway because it's raining too hard. It's better off they come back and pick it up.
And I can finish this
You can
tonight
do
or
some more
tomorrow.
work on it, yeah.
Then I'm not rushed with it either. Look how, by the way, Eli, what do you think?
Amazing.
He wants to take the skull,
That's fine.
but I asked him unless you want to take a picture of it now, he can bring it back.
Yeah, I have to bring it back because we have very little video or anything of it.
Of it, yeah. So let's have a photo. Let's do a photo session with that when he comes back. Okay, instead of trying to cram it all tonight. Huh?
That's fine. That's fine.
That's good. Okay, I didn't know if you wanted something to post.
I got other stuff I can post from the past. I've just been so busy. I haven't been posting a lot.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Come look at this. It's so funny how this
Are
is.
you watching this this sill? You got this painting right next to it. You have them palmed over there.
I know, but is it leaking?
It's not the place for this.
I've been periodically checking it. Actually,
it splashes on the sill.
but is it?
It's splashing off the sill a little bit.
Oh, it's just
Maybe
moved the
get the
painting.
painting, but let's just move it. It doesn't have to be there right now.
Okay.
You've got time for this one to dry anyway, because they'll come back also for this. Okay?
You want to take that?
Huh? No. Huh?
He willing to take it now.
You want to
Oh,
take it
it's
now?
too,
They
it's
should
too wet.
take it now.
I just think it's too wet, and it's too wet outside. It's raining like
Okay.
hell outside.
I think
And
it's
it'd be
taking-
It's
tough to
raining
get it-
crazy.
It'd be tough to get
Alright.
into the car without getting it damp.
Mike,
Yeah,
if
that's
it's-
fine.
if the surface is dry to the touch, once you slide it in a garbage bag, and they can take it. That doesn't have to come back. I haven't photographed it actually. She put it in easel so I can take pictures of it.
Well, that's what I'm suggesting.
Oh, I got some pictures. I got some pictures, but no
That's what I'm
pictures of
suggesting
me.
is that you guys get everything when you come back so we can take photos and do videos and,
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
and then it'll
can.
be a dry day and you won't have to worry about.
Yeah, but they can take it and take it back, and then they can, because pictures of my on my social media of the paintings makes them rarer and worth more.
Okay, but we also have to secure that a little bit better into that.
Oh, definitely.
So, start brushing that.
Yeah, we get. It's probably
Yeah.
easier if we just
So
pick it up all
we'll
together.
That's what I'm saying. We'll just be easy. I know you want it. I can see
Yeah.
it'd be fucking cool as hell. Like you want to take it, but
Take the little skull
the,
one at
The
least.
blue one. I mean, the skull one is fine. Let's take
the
it.
skull one's
Yeah.
fine to take, yeah, because that's got a coat over it,
Mhm.
so it's pretty well protected. I'll bring that one back with you so we can do photography of that one.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I'd rather not rush this. We got to secure the canvas into the frame a little better in that corner.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so just,
Yeah.
when we put it up
This'll
on the
be a
table
diamond.
so I can work at it and get it perfect, okay?
Yeah. How would you
There's little grabs that we have that we could just nail it's not a big deal. It just has to be done
This will be a ruby.
with a lot of light on a nice table that could see it. You know what I mean? So I'll bring it upstairs, put some light on it, and get it.
Put more diamonds.
So, yeah, don't worry about it. That's something we'll take care of.
That'll be very
We'll also
diamond-like
secure
when it's
it
done.
Yeah, this is not that bad.
I'll put a diamond here. It might turn out to be a ruby.
It's not that bad. So, that'll be nice and tight, it'll be finished, it'll be dry. It's just better, it's raining, it's not just raining outside, it's like raining like 7 mile an hour winds. It's pretty badass out there now, so
Yeah.
let's not mess with it, let's keep it nice, you pick it up when you come back.
Yeah.
Good? Okay. Now it's okay.
Yeah, well, you guys could take all the pictures you guys need.
Yeah.
Well, you want me to take as many pictures as possible with these paintings because it makes the paintings more famous. I'll put them on my Flickr and my Twitter and my Instagram, and I'll make a YouTube video about this painting.
Yeah, what's with the mud bog here, Mike?
What?
This is funny. This you guys? You
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah,
I said, what's with the mud bog?
he's gonna have to play around with it and just.
I think I might have to.
No, that's a
Dabble that
no, that's a
myself.
meditation piece. That's a meditation piece for him.
Meditation.
Yeah, he's just gonna fuck it up. Mate, you can do something with that.
Oh, relax.
Sorry, I'm cursing.
I'll do something with it. It won't be nice. Might be evil.
Jenna on Instagram asked, "Do you still have the big red hammer?"
Yes.
Yeah, I have it. Who asked? Jen?
Tenna.
Jenna?
Yep.
Jenna 22 CK.
Yeah, I think I remember. I think I remember. Yeah, I still got it. That's fine.
Harry 8 says, "Tell Mike I'm a big fan."
Hi, Harry. Thank you for stopping by. Follow me on Instagram. Everyone that doesn't, I'm Mike Mozart on Instagram. And you can see what I've been up to the past couple of years with these paintings. And read some of the descriptions, so you'll find out more about exactly what's happened to me. It's very interesting, the last 2 years or so. Come on, pretty good actually already. I'll put a little bit on the monster too before you go. All these white things on here will be jewels. I'll put some more jewels around too. I'll try to load up as much treasure. I don't want to roll over you here.
Me treasure.
This monster is so far over here, I gotta move it way over here. To everyone watching me on YouTube, hey, I'm sorry I haven't been paying a lot of attention. It's me, Mike Mozart. Follow me on Instagram. Don't miss me there, Mike Mozart. And I'm putting a lot more. I've been so working on this side of the painting, but I still have to do this part of the painting. I see the water coming in now. Do you hear it, guys?
Yeah. But it just got like that now.
Yeah, if it starts raining really hard, the gutters are clogged and the water comes into the building right there. Gotta be fixed. Must be attended to. This actually would have been finished if we hadn't added the crack in over here. But I think it makes it sort of special that it was added. It has something on the other side. But it's hard to resist people when they suggest something like that. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it.
Yeah, it was too many though. It was about 9 people with the...
It's hard to resist them when it happens. It used to happen all the time when I was doing live paintings years ago.
Was that just to give it a back horizon?
Hmm?
What was that, just to give it a back horizon, that last white line? That went
I'm
to the
raising it
bottom?
up because the horizon was really too low initially. The true horizon to this painting is down here, which is too low for the angle of the ship and
For the
everything.
angle of the ship and for...
So,
for
as much as the original artist is a master, it's still,
Those were perspective problem.
I didn't think the perspective was quite right, so I'm adding the horizon up higher. Which I think there is a much better spot for the horizon to be. Oh God, it hurts. Just can't. It hurts my arm. This has to move over. So get my chair over closer. Stretching out too far.
Well, here, I don't even know if this is...
It's all good.
I'm just seeing if it was... Yeah, that's good.
This one is huge. Like, he was supposed to just do that, and then they said, add a kraken.
Add what?
Add
Add
an
an
octopus.
octopus.
Is it squid or octopus?
Giant squid.
Octopus, I think. I don't know. Was it a squid?
It's an octopus. It's an octosquid.
Octosquid.
It's a thing.
Octopus squid kraken. So we're just supposed to be that corner with it.
Yeah. But it needed something else. It needed something else.
Well, it's going to be grass in it. I'm going to continue the shore over there a little bit. This tentacle here continues here. It shows here as it comes up. You can see it under this sail, but in front of this, from behind this mast. Hold on.
With the road.
Yeah, you're gone.
Because with this rain, you have to
Yeah.
go like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You guys got to take it easy because the parkway down that way is it puddles up very badly when it rains heavy.
You taking the Parkway or 95?
Most likely 95.
You guys be better off taking 95.
Yeah.
95, right?
But
I
even,
would.
But even to Route 8, so you cut down 8 to 95.
Yeah. Oh no, 15 to 95 would be. That's how
You got, yeah, but you got to cut to 95 somewhere because 95 and 15 kind of run parallel.
Oh, okay.
So if you're gonna take 95, you're gonna do it either end. I don't know.
So it's got a pretty good hold on this ship, huh?
Mhm.
And outline the sails a little bit more to make them stand out.
That ship is gone.
And it kind of looks like it's being pulled down too, because the bow sort of raised up the way it was painted. Kind of looks like it's getting pulled down. That's really cool.
Yeah.
See, you know what I mean?
This painting means that no matter if you just found your treasure,
Yeah.
something's still gonna happen.
Yeah.
This is basically life right here.
Or.
Entitle it Divorce.
Because the bitch will even get the ship.
She sunk my battleship.
You got everything you want?
So you
Oh,
taking
you
the skull?
what?
You taking the skull?
Oh.
We leaving the skull?
Are we taking the school? That's
Yeah.
That's the only thing we're taking. Yeah, we're leaving everything else.
Yes, you can take it. Just bring it back so I can film it some, because there's no film.
Can you take a quick one picture?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Well,
1 minute, 1 minute.
Oh, the sweater's full of. There you go. No, don't worry. You can do it next week. We just have to. That could
So
be.
where, I don't even know where the skull is. Where?
it's on the shelf in your office, Mike.
Huh? Oh.
It's the only safe spot.
So the baby give it time to off the white and the black.
You guys want to do some? You guys want to film it, or you guys want to take it back?
No, we'll bring it back.
Okay.
I'm probably going to shut off my live YouTube stream here. Hey, is my Instagram stream down?
No, it's up.
It's still up.
Is it in the camera that's in the tripod?
Right here.
Okay, let me I'm gonna start closing these streams down. Maybe it closed itself down. Hey, I'm sorry I haven't been able to look at the streams. Wow, oh there it goes. The lighting had to fix. I'm gonna be shutting off the live stream even on YouTube Live in just a minute. I'm just saying bye to everyone on Instagram. At least you all got to see me paint this thing. If you go back on this live stream, you'll see it starts with a blank painting. And it's come quite a ways. I just carried my phone out of this holder over here. Just a second. So you can get a better look at. See, Mr. Monopoly, I painted that in. That wasn't there. He's not quite ready yet, but there was nothing there. That whole corner was just blank ocean. So it's Mr. Monopoly as a pirate with his treasure map, digging up treasure. And there's a little boat that he's rowed ashore in to get all the treasure. There's a Bitcoin logo on one of the bags. The little white spots are going to be diamonds, or rubies, which aren't done yet. And this is the ship, which now has a big giant octopus creature here. So what's happened to this painting in the past 2.5 hours or so? I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe on my Instagram, Mike Mozart. A lot of good things are going to be happening. You'll hear a lot about me really soon. Thank you so much. I'm closing out here on YouTube Live. Thanks again, everybody. 86 live viewers. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. I'll be back again soon on Mike Mozart and the Toy Channel and Jeepers Media. Bye-bye.